Hey cow! Is it working? Is it working? Did I manage to set it up properly? For once, hopefully. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, how are you? Hey cow! I really hope this time I set it up properly. How are you? Let's see, are you ready for more book reading? Wait, Cola ASMR. Hey cow! Hi! Okay. First of all, I have one very important question. Is Neko here? Because we need to sing happy birthday to Neko. If you see Neko, let me know. If not, we're gonna just sing it at a random time of the stream. You see, I remember I've written down these things. Hi. All good. I have to say that the shift was extremely short because they sent me home after 2 hours again. But on the other side, hey, I got some sleep. Of course, you remember. Yeah. Yeah, Neko. Kitty. Hola. And how are you? How are you doing today? What time is it over there? First of all, because over here it's 5 PM for once, a pretty early stream, right? Pam. 2 PM. Oh, nice. Oh, thank you for the headbutt. Noon. Nice. So it is pretty early. 7 PM just got home from work. Oh, how was your work? 11 AM. That's pretty early. I appreciate your sacrifice to staying here in the morning. It's noon for us, school is closed, so no work today. Oh, and obviously, since school is closed, you're coming to listen to Candide. I found the bug in the code, waste 8 hours on it, and yay. I mean, you did it. That's the most important thing. You did it. Congrats! Love the outfit. As for the time zone, here is 5 AM or PM. I have tons of meetings that will gladly ignore to hear you read. Oh, I hope that you don't get in trouble though. Van Hoos, did you check the... How do you call it? Dot comma? How do you call that dot and comma under it in English? Let's call it dot comma. I've been talking up with models for hours, so is it for the reason I cannot stalk your profile? Semicolon. Thank you. Oh, also one thing. If anyone of you follows Roruau, you remember the artist that did the New Year's art? Well, I'll say like this. They have the profile private now, but if you were already following them beforehand, you're gonna eat nice. I cannot share the art that I saw on their profile, and for corporate reasons I cannot retweet it. But thanks to that, you can imagine what kind of art is it. Anyone working as Scott watching stream by boss? The boss asks why they are watching this and shows Alicia. The boss immediately understands and starts the stream themselves. I hope so. Ooh, I'm so excited about it. And I'm so curious. Okay. I'm not checking though. But yeah, okay. I think some of you saw that art. I was like, okay, I cannot leave a comment under, but let me just write a DM. Say like, Nice art. Noise. We are cows of culture here. Alrighty. So are we ready for another stream? And I hope you don't mind like the rain sound in the background. I'm gonna also just slowly lower the music as well. Okay. And there is one very important reason for which I put the rain sounds in the background. You know what is it? I miscalculated the time for the washing machine, so I don't want you to hear the washing machine in the background. So we're gonna have the, you know, we're gonna have the rain sound in the background. Yeah, I can't hear the rain nor the washing. You cannot hear the rain, really? And like this, is it better? Maybe this is better. What do you think? Actually, let me do one thing. There we go. Let's keep all of the hair in front. There we go. Perfect. Ta-da! Okay. It was bothering me that it was the face was not in the front. Okay. Now that we're here, we can have this one here, the chat over here. And I'm reading so much during the rainy weather. Honestly, it's a great background, isn't it? Now you can hear the rain? Perfect. Okay, I was just worried that I had it too loud, you know. But on the other side, that could be also because I'm having the having the stream sounds extremely loud for myself, because I'm like, since I live in an apartment complex, okay, like it will happen that you're gonna hear random human noises. Usually the neighbor's children, but still. So I'm like, okay, like that I can check. So if I hear it, that means that you will slightly hear it. Okay, so like that I can, I don't know, push the music up in the meantime or stuff like that. You know, the immersion. Can I say that when I love your base model, this outfit has great qualities? Oh, thank you! Honestly, I love it. And also, it's not that far away from the original idea, because like, if you look also at the dress and so on, okay, it looks like a casual version of my regular one, you know? I really like it. Actually, I have to say, I need to buy a skirt like that. Because I have a shirt like that. But a skirt like that, no. I'm more of a pants girly, not gonna lie. Like, I keep dresses for summer. Whoop. Da-da-da-da. There we go. I'm gonna put it here. Nice. Hello! Random human noise, that's my favorite song. Not when it's the neighbors fighting between each other or random children going, "Ow!" You know? I didn't never notice any background noise unless you pointed out. Huh? That means that is a good, do you call it white noise? Sundresses? Yes, I love sundresses! Hello! Honestly, sundresses are great. I have to say, like, I especially started loving them when I moved to Italy, because when I was going to the seaside, okay, only sundresses. Easy to put on, easy to take off. You can jump in and out of the sea immediately. But I would say my favorite favorite thing would be like, you know those, you don't call it hoodies. Like, you know what? Like, it's literally this. Wait. Wait. Hold on. Wait. I'm sure I had it here. Oh. Oh yeah, I had it here. There you go. This one. Okay, yeah, this one. I don't know how you call them, but the ones that are like this. How? Usually, I would prefer some stocking or leggings on them though, or jeans. How do you call this kind of outfit? So like it's nice and cozy and soft, you know. Oh, by the way, I hope that you like the colors, because like yesterday, meanwhile I was having the internet connection problems. I was like, let's do something. So I did different colors, okay, so like that me and Momoka can match, and we have like slightly different variations, but like this or like this. Neat. Actually, this one is my favorite one. Virgin Killer sweater. No, the Virgin Killer sweater needs to have the back off. You know? Sweaters, yeah. I love sweaters. Honestly. Sweaters are my favorite. Cotton candy colored. Yeah! It's because both of us have pink and blue in the outfits. And because of that, we can mix and match and do matching things. Thunder season is the best in the summer because there's thunder season and there is thunder season in the south. Nice. But I'm very proud of this recoloring. We don't survive a la Virgin Killer. So you're telling me that I should not commission that art? Because you know that you ask it and I give. So I did not say such a thing. I mean, I don't want to kill ya. Anyways, now, I think we should really go more into the teaching way, right? So, let's, perfect. Okay, here we are again. Perfect. I have the hair behind again. You know what, we keep it. Yeah, we keep it. It's more classy like that, yeah? Yeah. You were gonna do it whenever we ask or not. Perhaps. No, okay, it's... I like it for the pictures, I don't like it like this. 1 second. I don't like this. There we go. Oh, much better. There we go. Perfect. Pa-da-da-da-da-da. Nice. Work in progress, right? Okay. Here we are. Hello, human. Oh, talking about art. I got the permission, and I already asked to commission. I already asked to commission the sleepy art. So we already wrote to Sylvie. So now we're just waiting. I'm being happy about it. Honestly, we need more arts with Kiki. I need more art with you. Oh, and also, there's one thing. You know what permission I got? You know what permission I got? I got the permission for Akiba the street. Akibara street. Strip, not street. Strip. That one. The stripping game. So, just wait. I am so tempted to make a random gorilla of that. Okay. Okay. Even if I will sound stupid, what does IFG mean? IFG. What does that mean? Sorry. I don't always know the I don't always know all the shortcuts for words. Sorry. Hello. I found a Hotman's Harry this game today. We sent the link in Maros. Ooh, thank you. Much appreciated, honestly. Okay. Oh, and also another thing, we're gonna need to wait, which one do we need to move? We're gonna need to move the Ditsy game by 1 hour probably, you know? Because if you didn't hear it yesterday, my boss changed my shift, and well, now I'm having to the closing shift instead of the opening one, so I'm gonna be still in the shop. So I'm gonna move it to either 8 or 9 p.m. depends on when I can get out of work. Sadly, without the loud machines in my shop, I cannot listen to SMR. Oh, no worries. Just be careful. If you have loud machines, they may be dangerous, okay? So, take care of yourself, okay? Let's fucking go. Thank you. Ah, okay, that makes sense. That makes absolutely totally sense. Alrighty. Now. Are we ready? Should we start reading? I'm gonna put over here all the pages that we need. Ba-da-ba-ba. Bye-bye. Okay. And one thing I noticed that I was just reading normally in the past stream, so I'm gonna just try to, talk a little bit more slowly, be a little bit more chill. Yeah. We're gonna try to make a proper ASMR content. Okay, let me just put the microphone a little bit higher up. You can do it, dragon. Alrighty. So, okay, let me get closer. Are you ready? Okay. So, where did we stop? Let's start with that. Where did we stop? Oh, also. Would you prefer me to read it normally or half whispering? Because that's also a solution. Some of you may use it as a good night story. You know what? I'm gonna just make a poll. Okay? So, talk or whisper. There we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. There we go. Oh, I don't get it. Okay, you need to know that when I'm streaming, okay, I have the page of YouTube on, okay, but there is this strange thing that it shows when people are coming in and so on, okay, and literally, it doesn't track the activity of no one unless I click into the website. Okay, so soft talking instead of whisper. Gotcha. Okie dokie. Ready, steady. It poses? Yeah. So, like, imagine I didn't click until now on because I clicked on start stream, and I clicked out because I was on the page of the book. Okay, and because of that, uh, there is like the diagram with that goes up and down depending how many people are on at what time. Okay, and it just picks up every time that I click on the website, and then goes to zero every time that I click out. And I'm like, I don't get it. Modern browser usually upload post tab that is no longer in focus to save memory. Oh. I mean, looking at the amount of tabs I have open, maybe that could be it. You can see who's watching stream. Yeah. I mean, wait. Technically speaking, if I go over here... Yep. Like, okay. Should I make someone have a... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can see 25 of you. Okay. It doesn't show more. Probably it shows just the ones that have the account. Lurkers with your back. Yes. But that's not because of YouTube. That's because of Mix It Up. Okay, the one that I'm using to make things appear on the screen. Okay, actually shows everything. Everything that is that is happening. You know. Yep. Like, I can literally see that there is someone called the Cuddle Monster in chat. Watch your back, lurkers. I know about you. So yeah. I keep tabs on you. Then immediately 4 people left. No worries. I'm not stalking. Not yet. The 3 dots on top of the right chat participant. Oh, you can do it on YouTube as well. Yeah, but actually, the participant on YouTube should make me see only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. You know? For some reason. So actually mix it up shows me more people. I don't know how it's possible. I don't know how it works. And let's be honest, I'm just enjoying the fact that I can see that. Well. So where were we? In El Dorado, that's where were we. So Candide was in El Dorado, found a nice place and everything, but he wants to go back to Cunegund, and also has all the riches from El Dorado. I am pretty sure that they're gonna lose it very fast. It only seems to show the active ones. Oh, so I can see more people in the Mix It Up. We will never know. Okie dokie. Well. Now, let's see. Now that the king said bye-bye to them, we are going outside of El Dorado. Honestly, I would not go away. But well. Okay, so, what happened to them at Suriname and how Candide got acquainted with Martin? That's a new one. Our travelers spent the first day very agreeably. They were delighted with possessing more treasure than all Asia, Europe, and Africa could scrape together. Candide, in his raptures, could cut Cunegonde's name on the trees. The second day, 2 of their ships plunged into Amoras, where they and their burdens were lost. 2 more died of fatigue a few days later. 7 or 8 perished with hunger in a desert, and others subsequently fell down precipices. At the length, after traveling 100 days, only 2 ships remained. Said Candide to Cacambo, My friend, you see how perishable are the riches of this world? There is nothing solid but virtue, and the happiness of seeing Cunegonde once more. I mean, that was at least 100 in a day, so that's something. They didn't use it at all, but that's something, I guess. I grant all you say, said Cacambo, but we have still 2 ships remaining, with more treasure than the King of Spain will ever have, and I see a town which I'll take to Suriname. Along it to the Dutch. We are at the end of our troubles and at the beginning of happiness. They're gonna think they stole it, right? As it drew near the town, they saw someone stretched upon the ground, with only one mite of his clothes, that is, of his blue linen drawers. The poor man had lost his left leg and right hand. Good God, said Candide in Dutch. What are they doing there, friend, in that shocking condition? I am waiting for my master, the famous merchant, answered him. Was it Wander... I'm not gonna read it. I don't know how to pronounce it. Wanderdendur, said Candide, that treated these thus? Yes, sir, he said. It is custom. They give us a pair of linen drawers for our whole garment twice a year. When we work at the sugar canes, and the mill snatch hold of a finger, they cut off the hand, and when we attempt to run away, they cut off the leg. Both cases have happened to me. That unlucky dude! This is the price at which you eat sugar in Europe. Yet when my mother sold me for 10 patagons, those are Spanish half-crowns, on the coast of Guinea, she said to me, My dear child, bless them, adore them forever. They will make them live happily. That has the honor of being the slave of our lords, which masking the fortune of the father and the mother. Ha! That's a pretty complicated English. I know not whenever I have made their fortunes. This I know, that they have not made mine. Dogs, monkeys, and parrots are 1,000 times less wretched than I am. The Dutch who have converted me declare every Sunday that we are all on the children of Adam. I am not a genealogist, but if those preachers are true, we are all second cousins. Now you must agree that this is impossible to treat one certain nation in a more barbarous manner. Oh, Pangloss, cried Candide, thou hast not guessed at this abomination. It is the end. I must last renounce the optimist. What is it, optimist? said Cacambo. Alas, said Candide, it is the madness of maintaining that everything is right when it is wrong. Looking at the man, he shed tears, and weeping he entered Suriname. The first thing they inquired after was whenever there was a vessel of the harbour which could be sent to Buenos Aires. The person to whom they applied was a Spanish sea captain, who offered to agree with them upon reasonable terms. He appointed to meet them at the public house. With the Candide and the faithful Cacambo went with their 2 ships, and awaited his coming. They're gonna steal them, let's be honest. Candide, who had his heart upon his lips, told the Spaniard all his adventure, and above that he intended to elope with Miss Cunegonde. Then I will take good care not to carry you to Buenos Aires, said the seaman. I should be hanged, and so would you. The fair Cunegonde is my lord's favourite mistress. This was a thunderclap for Candide. He wept for long a while. At last he drew Cacambo aside. Here, my dear friend, said he to him, this thou must do. We have, each of us in his pocket, 5 or 6 million in diamonds. You are more clever than I. You must go and bring Miss Cunegonde from Buenos Aires. If the governor makes any difficulty, give him 1 million. If he will not relinquish her, give him 2. As you have not killed an inquisitor, they will have no suspicions of you. I'll get another ship and go and wait for you at Venice. Ooh, Venice mentioned! That's a free country, where there are no dangers either from Bulgars, Arabs, Jews, or inquisitors. Cacambo applauded his wise resolution. He despaired at departing from so good a master, who had become his intimate friend. But the pleasure of serving him prevailed over the pain of leaving him. Then, embraced with tears, Candide charged him not to forget the good old woman. Cacambo set out for the very same day. This Cacambo was a very honest fellow. Candide stayed some time longer in Suriname, waiting for another captain to carry him to the 2 remaining ships to Italy. After he had hired domestics and purchased everything necessary for a long voyage, Wanderdur, Mynheer Wanderdur, captain of a large vessel, came and offered his service. How much would you charge, said he to this man, to carry me straight to Venice, me, my servant, my baggage, and those 2 ships? The skipper asked 10,000 piastres. Candide did not hesitate. "Ho ho," said the prudent Vanderburg himself. "The stranger gives 10,000 piastres unhesitantly. He must be very rich." Yes, Returning a little while after, he let him know that upon second consideration he could not undertake the voyage for less than 20,000 piastres. "Well, you shall have them," said Candide. "Aye," said the skipper to himself, "this man agrees to pay 20,000 piastres with such ease as 10. He went back to him again and declared that he could not carry him to Venice for less than 30,000 piastres. I see where this is going. "Then you shall have 30,000, replied Candide. "Ho ho," said the Dutch skipper once more to himself. 30,000 piastres are a trifle to this man. Surely the ship must be laden with an immense treasure. Let us say no more about it. First of all, let him pay down the 30,000 piastres. Then we shall see. They gonna fuck him over. Mark my words." Candide sold 2 small diamonds, the least of which was worth more than what the skipper asked for his freight. He paid him in advance. The 2 ships were put on board. Candide followed in a little boat to join the vessel on the roads. The skipper seized his opportunity, set sail, and put out to sea. The wind favouring him, Candide's maiden stupefied lost sight of the vessel. "Alas," said he, "this is a trick worthy of the old world." "What did you expect, mate?" Menzies is coming, Candide, for fuck's sake. Yeah! Can we talk about it? He put back, overwhelmed with sorrow, for indeed he had lost sufficient to make the fortune of 20 monarchs. He waited upon the Dutch magistrate, and in his distress he knocked over loudly at the door. He entered and told his adventure, raising his voice with unnecessary vehemence. The magistrate began by fining him 10,000 piastres for making a noise. The magistrate began by fining him 10,000 piastres for making a noise. Then he listened patiently, promised to examine into his affair at the skipper's return, and ordered him to pay 10,000 piastres for the expense of the hearing. Yep, sounds fair. Sounds about right. Yep. Oltre danno pure la beffa. This drove Candide to despair. He had indeed endured misfortunes 1,000 times worse. The coolness of the magistrate and the skipper who had robbed him lost his shoulder and flung him into deep melancholy. The villainy of mankind presented itself before his imagination in all its deformity, and his mind was filled with gloomy ideas. At length, hearing that a French vessel was ready to sail for Bordeaux, as he had no ship laden with diamonds to take along with him, he hired a cabin at the usual price. He made it known in the town that he would pay the passage and board and give 2,000 piastres to any honest man who would make the voyage with him, upon condition that this man was the most dissatisfied with his state and the most unfortunate in the whole province. Okay. Such a crowd of candidates presented themselves that a fleet of ships could hardly hold them. Candide began the series of selecting from the best, marked out about 120 of them who seemed to be sociable men, and who pretended to merit his preference. He assembled them in his inn, and gave them a stubborn condition that each took an oath to write his history faithfully, promising to choose him who appeared the most justly discontented with his state, and to bestow some presents upon the rest. Hi everyone, is she reading a new Sour Light novel? No. You will never see me consume anything from Sword Art Online ever again. Honestly, I love Voltaire's books. They sat until 4 o'clock in the morning. Candide, in listening to our adventures, was reminded of what the old woman had said to him in the voyage to Buenos Aires, and of her wager that there was not a person on board the ship, but had met with very great misfortunes. He dreamed of pangolins at the very adventure told to him. So actually good if you don't read it. I like the abridged version. Not gonna lie. Okay, let me just drink. This Pangloss, said he, would be puzzled to demonstrate his system. I wish that he were here. Constantly, if all things are good, it is in El Dorado and not in the rest of the world. I mean, fair. Why did you go away? A lengthy made choice of a poor man of letters who had worked 10 years of the booksellers in Amsterdam. He said that there was not in the whole world a trade which could disgust one more. This philosopher was an honest man, but he had been robbed of by his wife, beaten by his son, and abandoned by his daughter, who got a Portuguese to run away with her. He had just been deprived of a small employment of which he subsisted, and he was persecuted by the preachers of Suriname, who took him for a Socinian. We must allow that the others were at least as wrecked as he, but Candide hoped that the philosopher would entertain him during the voyage. All the other candidates complained that Candide had done them great injustice, but he appraised them by giving 100 piastres to each. Bro, really, you lost a fortune. Why are you spending so much money? Well. Now, time to know what happened at the sea to Candide and Martin. The old philosopher, whose name was Martin, embarked then with Candide for Bordeaux. They had both seen and suffered a great deal, and if the vessel had sailed from Suriname to Japan, by the Cape of Good Hope, the subject of moral and natural evil would have enabled them to entertain one another during the whole voyage. Candide, however, had one great advantage over Martin, in that he always hoped to see Miss Cunegonde, whereas Martin had nothing at all to hope. Besides, Candide was in possess of money and jewels, and though he had lost 100 large red sheep, they then was the greatest treasure upon earth. Though the canvas of the Dutch skipper still sat heavy upon his mind. Yet when he reflected upon that he had still left, and when he mentioned the name of Cunegonde, especially towards the latter end of the repast, he inclined to Pangloss' doctrine. "But you, Mr. Martin," said he to the philosopher, "what do you think of all this? What are your ideas on moral and natural evil?" "Sir," answered Martin, "our priests accuse me of being a Socinian, but the real fact is I am a Manichean." What is a Manichean? Let me check it right now because I have no clue. I don't remember it. Okay, page 99. There we go. So, page 99, found you. Followers of the teaching of Lalius and Faustus Socinus, 16th century, which denied the doctrine of the Trinity, the deity of Christ, the personality of the devil, and the native and total depravity of man, the vicarious atonement and eternal punishment. The Socinians are now represented by the Unitarians. Meanwhile, the Machinans, followers of Manes or Manes, a Persian who maintained that there are two principles, one of the good and the other of evil, each equally powerful in the government of the world. Okay, thank you. Okay. So, Alias, show me the way. We were... Wait, there you go. Wait. You jest, said Candide. There are no longer Machinas in the world. I am one, said Martin. I cannot help it. I know not how to think otherwise. Surely you must be possessed by the devil then, said Candide. He is so deeply concerned in the affairs of this world, answered Martin, that he may very well be in me, as well as in everybody else. But I own to you that when I cast an eye on this globe, or rather to this little ball, I cannot help thinking that God has abandoned it to some malignant being. I except always El Dorado. I scarcely ever knew a city that did not desire the destruction of the neighborhood city, nor a family that did not wish to exterminate some other family. Everywhere the weak execrate the powerful, before whom they cringe. And the powerful be to them like sheep whose wool and flesh they sell. A million regiment assassins, from one extremity of Europe to the other, get their bread by discipline, depredation, and murder, for want of more honest employment. Even those cities which seems to enjoy peace, and where the arts flourish, the inhabitants are devoured by more envy, care, and uneasiness than are experienced by a besieged town. Secret griefs are more cruel than public calamities. In a world, I have seen so much and experienced so much that I am a Manichean. There are however some things good, said Candide. That may be, said Martin, but I know them not. That poor dude. That poor dude. In the middle of this dispute, they heard the report of cannon. It redoubled every instant. Each took out his glass. They saw 2 ships in close fight about 3 miles off. The wind brought both so near to the French vessel that our travellers had the pleasure of seeing the fight at their ease. At length one let off a broadside, so low and securely aimed that their others sank to the bottom. Captain Martin could plainly perceive 100 men on the deck of the sinking vessel. They raised their hands to heaven and uttered terrible outcries, and the next moment were sailed up by the sea. Well, said Martin, this is how men treat one another. It is true, said Candide. There is something diabolical in this affair. While speaking, he saw he knew not what of a shining red swimming close to the vessel. They put out the longboat to see what it could be. It was one of his ship! Candide was more rejoiced at the recovery of this one ship than he had been grieving at the loss of the 100 laden with the large diamonds of El Dorado. Holy shit! The French captain soon saw that the captain of the victorious vessel was a Spaniard, and that the other was a Dutch pirate, and the very same one who had robbed Candide. Holy shit! Okay. The immense plunder in which this villain had amassed was buried with him in the sea, and out of the whole only one ship was saved. This is what we call karma. This is what we call fucking karma. You see, said Candide to Martin, that crime is something punished. This rogue of a Dutch skipper has met with the fate he deserved. Yes, said Martin, but why should the passenger be doomed also to destruction? God has punished the knave, but the devil has drawn the rest. Huh? Suzuki Raid? Hello, welcome raiders! Welcome! Hi, Suzuki! Thank you so much for the raid! Hey cow! Welcome everyone, I'm Alicja Da Lontano, your local chaotic cow puppeteer magician that right now is reading Candide, the Optimism from Voltaire. What can I say? Well, first of all, thank you so much for sharing your community, and if I need to say something about myself, well, I am from globie generation to Solstia. I'm a life study reader, and also I play roguelikes, do karaokes, try some ASMR. we are trying some book reading, but that's an experiment. And you're gonna see random game modding or art or honestly random stuff. I started doing also some retro gaming. We are finishing the Dizzy. Welcome raiders. How was your stream? I hope that you stay hydrated as well. Drink something. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I like retro games. Ooh, nice. Right now, the ones that we are playing on this channel are The Incredible Machine and Dizzy the Cartoon Adventure, the Ultimate Cartoon Adventure. But we want to try. Oh, and I refuse to call Heroes 3 retro. Okay, I refuse to call it retro. Yeah, exactly. I do whatever happens. But thank you so much for sharing your community with me. If you want to say in chat also what you do, so that the kikis can check you out, that would be lovely. It's late for me, so I will lurk. You give so many comfy vibes. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, the Polish dancing cow. Exactly. Tylko jedno w głowie mam, koksu 5 gram, lecieć tam, w krainę zapomnienia. You're right, it's not retro, it's not ancient, okay? It's quality. Well, the plan for today is finishing Candide, and we can talk a little bit about the book afterwards. So, if you like satire, that's the book for you. It can have a little bit of sensible topics. Let's say that. But that's the charm of books that were wrote in the past, right? Alrighty. Where we were? Oh yeah, he got back his llama. That here is called sheep. Okay. So Karma Beach. That's a good way to put it, right? Okay. So what happened? How's the book so far? I love it. So we right. We have some new people. So let me tell you what happened. So we have Candide. Okay, Candide is this noble guy that was under the teaching of a philosopher. Okay, Pangloss, and fell in love with his cousin. And when he tried to court his cousin, he got kicked out. Then, meanwhile, he was in the military by mistake. He ended up discovering that his castle was completely exterminated by one of the armies, and he thought that he lost the love of his life. During the adventure, he managed to kill some random people by more or less mistake. Okay, and well, he finds his tutor. He loses again his tutor because he's being they hang him. He discovered that the love of his life is actually still alive. Then he loses the love of his life because she went to became the mistress of someone else. He ended up in El Dorado, got all the riches of the world, and then he decided to go back to buy out the love of his wife, losing most of the riches in the meantime, because llamas fucking die in the desert. Okay, and then he got robbed, and then he went and wanted to go to Venice, and he found again one of his llamas in the water because the ships that were fighting were between some pirates. One of them was the asshole that robbed him. Yeah, it is a public domain book. Yep. Yeah. Oh, Boys and Theatre. Super. I hope he's good. Not the worst I have seen. I mean, with historic books, honestly, it's already pretty fun in the genealogy. So could be worse. Yeah. I actually sent the email also to the author of the Notebook trilogy because I would love to read it. Okay. Like I would love to read it with you, but we still didn't get any reply about it, so we are waiting. And the thing is that in all this, the book is called The Optimism. Okay, Candide the Optimist. Why? Because the teaching of his mentor, was the fact that the world in which we live, it is the best of the worlds that we could ever lived in. So everything is happening for the cause of being the best possible outcome. And literally, that's the whole thing. A lot of shit happens to him, and he always go back to the, yeah, but in the end, we need to stay positive. We need to be optimists, because it could have gone much worse. But here we are. It could have gone much worse. This is the best outcome we could have. Right? Right. So, yeah. The only thing in public domain is Candidante. I mean, he got the llama back. So we're gonna see. This whole book is wilding. I mean, not the first time that Voltaire writes something like that. you need to remember that the author of this book ended up in prison because decided to take the piss about the king of his time. Okay. If I remember well, it was because he wrote something that was more of a nothing serious. It was more of a, you know what, fuck around and find out kind of writing, where he kinda may have perhaps accused the king of incest. So the king was like, dude, no, what the fuck, and put him in prison. Yep. What do you expect the end to be Voltaire's version of the end of Life of Brian? You know that I don't know which one it should be. Was it? Yeah, no, like the story was fictional, but if you make a fan fiction at the time about your king, that's not the most clever idea, you know. There's a point where we should have stopped, and he clearly passed it. But let's keep going and see what happens. Exactly. I will tell you. If you want, we can do a small stop to just tell you a little bit about Voltaire. Okay, like first of all, Voltaire is not his name. Okay, it's his art name, because let's be honest. Who would not like to be called Voltaire? Okay. Then, after that, what else I can say? Well, first of all, let's start with the fact that his dad wanted him to be a lawyer. You know, his dad wanted him to be a lawyer. He tried and then went back to writing. You know, he was unwillingly went to become a lawyer. Yeah. But he's mostly known about his writings. He wrote a lot in the span of his life, honestly. And also wait, what would it be? I mean, he stayed for most of his that I like to say. Oh, like for example, Candide. Oh, there you go. Candide, for example, was briefly banned in Geneva. You know. Let's just say that when the book was published, also the French Parliament lose its shit. Yep. And for totally not related reasons, Voltaire stayed in Switzerland for most of the rest of his life. Yep. And he kept writing until his 80s. I mean, he challenged the French government multiple times, you know. There was always something. Let's see, what else I can tell you? Oh, right. Do you want to hear another why Voltaire was a fucking mood? We have recorded his last words. Oh, thank you, Silbury! Thank you for tipping the cow. Voltaire is the Frank who hangs with B. Franks, giving ladies B. Franks. ERB reference. Compare Stephen and Colbert. I need to check it out to get the reference. I was walking in rain right now, and because of the ASMR rain, I feel like it's raining double. Enjoy the rain. Enjoy the process. Now, can you guess what were the last words of Voltaire? Because I'm pretty sure, if I'm on my deathbed, that's gonna be my last words as well, okay? Wanna guess? Let's see. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. 10, 9. What? Not Rosbeth? That is my other guy? I like turtles. This. For it starts with fuck. I mean, it starts with the F, but literally his last words were, for God's sake, leave me in peace. I'm like, you're so real, buddy. You're so real for that. That's so me for real. Honestly. Clean my browser history. No, I don't fucking care. Honestly. I grew up in a family where my mom would check everything that I'm doing, so I learned to clean the history immediately after using it. Keep foreshadowing his future. Yeah. Honestly. It is a very fun historic figure, not gonna lie. Okay. Now, let's jump to the novel, shall we? Now, let me familiar my horrible sordid history. And so these books' origin are more interesting here. Search for elements that are philosophy the neutral. His picture is the smuggest ever. Wait, I'm gonna do it right now. Let me see. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-bum. Yes. Wait, I'm gonna show it on stream. You're talking about this one, aren't you? Image. My dude. Well, look at that. Look at the smugness. He knew what he was doing. This man knows. I love this. Yes. Yes, it is. For real. Honestly, this is amazing. This is one of the reasons for which I wanted to read Candide as well. Honestly, the sense of humor. Like, most of the time, you are just reading the stuff, okay, and you need to take a moment because like, you're reading something and then you realize, wait, he's taking the piss about it. He's so proud. Yes. Totally. Like, this is the original troll face. Wait. Trollololololololololol. Ho 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 ho. Trollolololololololol. Ho 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 ho. The fucking mouse. Oh my god. Wait. I think that you're talking about a different picture for the meme. Wait. How is this not a meme already? Honestly, yeah. I mean, the whole life was a meme. Honestly. Like, let's see. Let's write Voltaire, wait. Curious facts. There you go. Okay. Like, for example. Okay. some curious facts. Okay? The origin of his famous pen name... Oh! The origin of his famous name are unclear. Okay? Okay. Like, Voltaire has strained relationship with his father, who discouraged his literary aspirations and tried to force him into a legal career. Possibly to show his reaction of his father's values, he dropped his family name and adopted the name of the pen name of Voltaire, upon completing his first play in 1718. Yep. Okay. And he never explained the meaning of his pen name. So everyone is like, well, okay, so I guess we will not gonna know, you know? And the most popular theory maintains the name as an anagram of a certain Latinized spelling of auret, but the others have claimed that it was a reference to the name of a family chateau and a nod to the nickname Voltaire, alias Volunteer, which Voltaire may have been given as a sarcastic reference to his stubbornness. Okay. And, well, another trivia is literally what I was telling you before, that he was imprisoned in the Bastille for nearly a year. Okay. He was briefly exiled from Paris for composing poem mocking the French regent family. The young writer was unable to bite his tongue, however, and only a year later he was arrested and confined to Bastille for writing scandalous verse implying that Regent had incestuous relationship with his daughter. So, no, correction. He first mocked the royal family, okay, got slapped for that, and then he doubled down by writing about the fact, a story about the king being in an incestuous relationship with the daughter. Holy shit. Oh yeah. So, no, it's not that he did one oopsie. He doubled down. He fucking doubled down, okay? And the best part? He boasted that in his cell gave him some quiet time to think, and he eventually did 11 months behind bars before winning a release. He later entered another short stint in the Bastille in April, when he was arrested for planning to duel an aristocrat that had insulted and beaten him. To escape further jail time, he voluntarily exiled himself to England, where he remained for nearly 3 years. Yep. This dude had a lot of things going on. Okay. Oh, another one. That's a curious one. Did you know that he became very rich by exploiting a flaw in the French lottery? I'm not even kidding. Okay. Like, he teamed up with the mathematicians, okay, and others to exploit a lucrative loophole in the French national lottery. Okay. The government shared out massive prizes for the contest each month, but an error in calculation meant that the payouts were larger than the value of all the tickets in circulation. With this in mind, Voltaire, Lacodem, and a syndicate of other gamblers were able to repeatedly corner the market and rake in massive winnings. Not grifter. The scheme left Voltaire with a windfall of nearly 500,000 francs, setting him up for life and allowing him to devote himself solely to his literary career. Like, holy shit! So, well, yep. Gambling. Hashtag gambling. And also, he was an extraordinarily prolific writer. Okay. Like, he wrote more than 50 plays. Okay. Well, Griffin was, I think, even back then... Oh, sweetie. It was even worse before. You know? But, like, he wrote a lot of plays, writings, novels, and so on. And also, he was writing so much that actually people were like, where do you get the time for that? And well, he had something similar to me in a certain sense, because that dude probably did not fucking sleep. Why? Because according to some sources, he drank as many as 40 cups of coffee a day. Okay. Like what I'm doing with cola, he was doing it with coffee. So yeah. Yeah. Honestly, the more I'm reading, the more I'm like, my dude. No. You know what? For context, we need this. My dude, you're staying here. You're staying here. There we go. There we go. There you go. Hi. Hello. Let's see, what else did you do? Yeah, man, on the modern day grind. Yeah, for real. Oh, another fun fact. Okay. Actually, men probably vibrating in every encounter, yes. Did you know that many of his most famous books were actually banned? Works. Let's say works. Okay. Because his writing actually denigrated everything, okay? From organized religion to the justice system, okay? So he ran up against censorship pretty often. You know, like he would publish something, okay? He would already have the police in front of the door and be like, okay, can we get the writing? Can we get that writing? Like, you know the drill, okay? You give us the pages, we tell you that it's no good, and we kick your ass. And he was like, yeah, sure, I'm not gonna stop though. Hi, Neffy. Well, to combat the censors, Voltaire had much of his output printed abroad, and he published under the veil of assumed names and pseudonyms. His famous novel La Candide was originally attributed to a Dr. Rolf, and he actively tried to distance himself from it for several years after both the government and the church condemned it. You know? Stop writing a book, that's illegal! Do you have a license for that? Despite his best attempt to remain anonymous, Voltaire lived in almost constant fear of arrest. He was forced to flee to the French countryside after his Letters Concerning the English Nation was released in 1734, and he went on to spend the majority of his life later in an unofficial exile in Switzerland, like we said before. Man posting on old accounts. Yep. Never saw Dr. Ralph and Voltaire in the same room. Kinda sus, not gonna lie. And also, actually, you know that he helped to popularize that tale about Newton and the apple. You know? Though the two never met in person, Voltaire was an enthusiastic, very enthusiastic about physics and mathematics. Okay, and he was fangirling over Newton. Okay. Upon receiving a copy of the Principia Mathematica, he knelt down before it in reverence, as was only right. So this dude was literally fangirling over Newton. Okay. This is a quote from him. Okay. He claimed he knelt down before it in reverence. So yeah, like I have the Alicja Da Lontano shrine in my house. He probably had the Isaac Newton shrine in his. Okay, I would not be surprised. Honestly, looking at the dude, would you be surprised? Well, Voltaire played a key role in popularizing the Newton's ideas, and he offered one of the first accounts on how the famous scientist developed his theories on gravities. Okay, he did the essay on epic poetry. Okay. And that's where he wrote that he had the first thought of his system of gravitation upon seeing an apple falling from a tree. So you need to say thank you to Voltaire for this myth. You know? Hi, Ruka! Voltaire, 1778. Newton is my cameo. You know what? I'm copying this and putting it on Twitter. Without saying anything else. Wait. Let's confuse everyone. There we go. Man was posting on ads has an internet name and Oshi shrine. This man is a time traveler. Yes, for real. Oh my god, that would be so funny. There we go. Oh no. I put it without context. So not even the picture. You know, I'm gonna put it here. There we go. I put the link here if you want. Share it with the world. Let's educate the whole world. Oh, I love this. I love this. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay. Now. Let me go back to this. Okay. And also, another thing. Voltaire did not come out with the story of Eureka moment, okay? But his account was instrumental in making it part of the biography, you know. Okay, this one I didn't know that. Okay, can you think what this man could have done? Okay, that we didn't say yet. What could it be? What could it be? So he had a Kamiyoshi, right? Probably he had a Kamiyoshi shrine. Okay, he was posting fan fictions on alt accounts, but I'm pretty sure you didn't expect him to have a brief career as a spy for the French government. I'm not even kidding. Okay. So, this dude, okay, had a correspondence with Frederick the Great in the late 1730s. Okay. And he later made several journeys to meet the Prussian monarch in person. Okay. And before one of those visits, okay, he made a scheme to use his new position to repair his reputation with the French court, because obviously the French court fucking hated his guts. You know? Nice to meet you too. Okay, so he was like, okay, so I wrote a lot of stuff that made you piss off. Let me piss off someone else to make you like me. What could go wrong, right? You know? So, after hatching a deal to serve as the government informant, he wrote several letters to the French, giving inside information on Frederick's foreign policy and finances. Okay. And, well, Voltaire proved a lousy spy. However, his plan fell quickly apart, because, obviously, Frederick grew suspicious of his motives, and the two nonetheless remained close friends. Some have even claimed they were lovers, and Voltaire later moved to Prussia to take a permanent position in the Frederick's court. Historians would say they were friends. The relationship soured later, after Voltaire made a series of... After Voltaire made a series of attacks on the head of the Prussian Academy of Sciences. Dude, what the fuck? If I had the money, I would request a scape of Kiri in French attire and sign it Kiri Kilo Voltaire and never explain it. Oh my god. That's amazing. Wait. You know what? Just you wait. After I finish my projects, I may... You know what? Wait, I can even draw it myself. Fuck it, I'm gonna draw it myself. You know? His confused face would be worth it. Honestly, yes. Honestly, yes. Well. And... we're bailing today, yes. Well, in the end, Frederick responded by lambasting Voltaire and ordered that a satirical pamphlet he had written was publicly burned. Okay, Voltaire left the court for good, and supposedly he told his friend, I was enthusiastic about Frederick for 16 years, but he has cured me of this long illness. Bro, the burn. Wait. No. I'm gonna put this one as well. Wait. Okay. Let me just do like this. Okay. And I'm gonna put this one as well. Okay. So, I wasn't enthusiastic about Frederick for 16 years, but he had cured me of this long illness. Okay. And I'm gonna just put as quote Voltaire. 1753. Beautiful. Another quote for today's stream. I'm gonna send this one in the chat as well. I love this. There we go. Have fun. Amazing. Like that is such a burn. Oh, and he died a bachelor. Yep. Okay. Like, he was always in and out of doors of mistresses, okay? He had paramours, long-term lovers, and he had an affair with the, how they say, brilliant and very married author and scientist Emily de Châtelet, and later had a commitment through secretive partnership with his own niece, Marie-Louise Mignot. Okay. The two lived as married couple for the early 1750s until his death, and they even adopted a child in 1760s. When they took in a destitute young woman named Marie-Françoise Corneille, Voltaire later paid the dowry for Corneille's marriage and often referred to Mignot and himself as her parents. Oh, okay. Nice. Wholesome. Oh, thank you for the sub. And... what? Wait. There is more. There is actually more. He set up a watchmaking business in his old age. Okay. Like, you know how he ended up in Switzerland? Well, he joined a group of Swiss horologists and starting a watchmaking business in his estate. You know. And, well, he was acting as a manager and financier, and soon it became like a village-wide industry, and became one of the best watches in Europe. Okay. And also, we have a quote from him here as well, because he once wrote to the French ambassador to the Vatican. Our watches are very well made, very handsome, very good, and cheap. Honestly, he's a salesman. His life is more crazy than his books. That's impressive. For real. Jen as well. I'm having such a good time watching this awesome cowgirl here. Aw, thank you. And, well. the last trivia that I'm gonna give you before continuing with the book will be the last one, and is about his death. He continued causing controversy even when he fucking died, okay? Like, he died in Paris, okay? 1778, okay? Just a few months after returning to the city for the first time after years and years, okay? And just to oversee the production of his plays, okay? Over the last few days of his life, Catholic Church officials repeatedly visited him, okay? A lifelong days who was often critical of organizing the region in hope of persuading him to retract his opinions and make a deathbed confession. You know, as they always do, right? Well. The great writer was moved and supposedly brushed off the priest by saying, "Let me die in peace." And his refusal meant that he was officially denied a Christian burial, but his friends and family managed to arrange a secret interment in the Champagne region of France before the order became official. So, well, yeah. Fucking amazing. You're like, dude, at least when you die, nope, you can fuck off. Love that. When I die, this thing will go off. I love this. Well, are you ready? We're gonna continue. Okay? Can I get scolded? You can get scolded for interrupting the stream. We are in a very important lesson. Shame on you. Oh well. Now. It is time. Where were we? Another phrase often said about his death, but with little to no proof, was, the priest asked him to repent and denounce the devil. I should not make new enemies at my age. Honestly, I can believe that he said that though. Looking at how he lived his life, I can seriously see that. Totally, 100%. Alrighty, silence class. Are we ready to read more? Okay. Let's see. We were here. The sheep. Okay. So, the French and Spanish sheep continued their course, and Candide continued his conversation with Martin. They dispute 15 successive days, and on the last of those 15 days, they were as far advanced as on the first. But however they chat, they communicated ideas, they consoled each other. Candide caressed his sheep. Since I have found thee again, said he, I may likewise the chance to find my Cunegonde. Candide and Martin, returning, drew near the coast of France. Well, at length they described the coast of France. Were you ever in France, Mr. Martin? Said Candide. Yes, said Martin. I have been in several provinces. In some one half of the people are fools, in others they are too cunning. In some they are weak and simple, in others they affect to be witty. In all, the principal occupation is love, the next is slander, and the third is talking nonsense. I mean, isn't it everywhere there? Oh, I think that I have still the face on. Let me just do like this, so you can follow the book. Well, but Mr. Martin, have you seen Paris? Yes, I have. All those kinds are found in there. It is a chaos, a confused multitude where everybody seeks pleasure and scarcely anyone finds it. At least, as it appeared to me. I made a short stay there. On my arrival, I was robbed of all I had by pickpockets by the fair of Saint-Germain. Fuck. I myself was taken for a robber and was imprisoned for 8 days, after which I served as corrector of the press to gain the money necessary for my return to Holland on foot. Holy shit, that dude. I knew the whole screaming rabble, the party rabble, the fanatic rabble. It is said that there are very polite people in that city, and I wish to believe it. For my part, I have no curiosity to see France, said Candide. You may easily imagine that after spending a month at El Dorado, I can desire to behold nothing upon earth but Miss Cunegonde. I go to await her at Venice. We shall pass through France on our way to Italy. Will you bear me company? "With all my heart," said Martin. "It is said that Venice is fit only for its own nobility, but that strangers meet with a very good reception if they have a good deal of money. I have none of it, you have, therefore I will follow you all over the world." Fun fact, did you know that in Venice there was they call it kind of like the homosexual epidemic, alias most of the people were fucking gay. And for that, they decided, how we can solve the gayness in here. They started paying prostitutes to go around the city with topless. Yep. I love history. Thanks Alicia so much for an awesome time today here. I enjoyed the 3D on reading a lot. Learned quite a lot. Quite enjoyable time reading here. And bye Alicia, have a good day. Bye bye, take care. Thank you so much for passing by. Not a bad strategy. There should be some illustrations about it as well. And let's see, what did we have? "But do you believe," said Candide, "that the earth was originally a sea and we find it asserted in a large book belonging to the captain?" "I do not believe a word of it," said Martin. "And more than I do of the many writings which have been published lately." "But for what end, then, has this world been formed?" said Candide. "To plague us to death." Fucking hell, dude. That's such a mood, answered Martin. Are you not greatly surprised," continued Candide, "at the love which those two girls of the Aurelius had for those monkeys, of which I have already told you?" "Not at all," said Martin. "I don't see that passion was strange. I have seen so many extraordinary things that I have ceased to be surprised." "Do you believe," said Candide, "that men have always massacred each other as they do today? That they have always been liars, cheats, traitors, ingrates, brigands, idiots, thieves, scoundrels, gluttons, drunkards, misers, envious, ambitious, bloody-minded culminators, debauchers, fanatics, hypocrites, and fools?" "Do you believe," said Martin, "that hawks have always eaten pigeons when they have found them?" "Yes, without a doubt," said Candide. "Well then," said Martin, "if hawks have always had the same characteristic, why should you imagine that men may have changed theirs?" "Oh," said Candide, "there is a vast deal of difference for free will and reasoning as they arrived to Bordeaux." Now, chapter 22. What happened in France to Candide and Martin? Aren't you curious? Well, I have to say, it's nice to have a pessimist and an optimist making a discussion, honestly. Well, Candide stayed in Bordeaux no longer than was necessary for the selling of a few of the pebbles of El Dorado, and for hiring a good chaise to hold 2 passengers. For he could not travel without his philosopher Martin. He was only vexed at parting with his ship, which he left to the Bordeaux Academy of Science, who set as a subject for the dear prize to find why the ship wool was red. Maybe because it was not a fucking ship, you know. Anyone can bet what happens. Yep. Well, honestly, it gives me the same experience as when we were watching the How Did I Start World War II films, you know? Maybe that's why I like them. Well, and the prize was awarded to a learned man of the North, who demonstrated by A plus B minus C divided by Z that the ship must be red and die of the rot. Huh? What? Bro! Pessimists have empty. Optimists. Be floating mug. Realist. Empty mug. Meanwhile, all the travelers whom Candide met in the inns along his route said to him, "We go to Paris." The general eagerness at length gave him, too, a desire to see this capital. "Don't go to Paris." And it was not so very great a detour from the road to Venice. "Don't go to Paris." He interpreted, fuck you. You're doomed. You're doomed. But it's about off Saint Marca. Honestly, whatever happens, he went to Paris. Okay, that's on him. That's on him. That's on him. Okay, why? He fancied that he was in a delicious village of Westphalia. Scarcely was Kennedy arrived at his inn, and then he found himself attacked by a slight illness caused by fatigue. And he had a very large diamond on his finger, and the people of the inn had taken notice of a prodigiously heavy box among his baggage. There were 2 physicians to attend him, though he had never sent for them, and 2 devotees who warmed his broths. I remember, Martin said, also to have been sick at Paris on my first voyage. I was very poor, thus I had neither friends, devotees, nor doctors, and I recovered. However, what with physician and bleeding, Candide's illness became serious. A parson of the neighborhood came in with great meekness to ask for a bill for the other ward payable to the bearer. Candide would do nothing for him, but devotees assured him it was the new fashion. He answered that he was not a man of fashion, and Martin wishing to throw the priest out of the window. I love Martin. The priest swore that they would not bury Candide. Martin swore that he would bury the priest if he continued to be troublesome. I love Martin. Martin is our Oshi now, okay? Okay. I want to see Martin laughing chat. Martin took him by the shoulder and roughly turned him out of the doors, which occasioned great scandal and a lawsuit. Candide got well again, and during his convalescence he had very good company to summon with him. They played high. Candide wondered why it was that the ace never came to him, but Martin was not at all astonished. Martin Love? Martin Love, yes. Martin is the Oshi of this chapter. Among those who did him the honors of the town was little Abbe of Perigord, one of those busybodies who are even ever alert, officious, forth-frauding and complacent, who watch for strangers in their village if they passage to the capital, tell them the scandalous history of the town, and offer them pleasure at all prices. He first took Candide and Martin to La Comédie, where they played a new tragedy. Candide happened to be seated near some of the fashionable wits. This did not prevent his shedding tears at the well-acted scenes. One of those critics at his side said to him between the acts, "Your tears are misplaced. That is a shocking actress. The actor who plays with her is yet worse. And the play is still worse than the actors. The author does not know a word of Arabic, and the scene is in Arabia. Moreover, he is a man that does not believe in innate ideas, and I will bring you, tomorrow, 20 pamphlets written against him." LOL! Hi, controller! Okay, fair enough. We have our internet influencers of the time. Let's see. There is a note about it as well. Page 7. And it says, in the 1759 editors, in place of the long passage of the brackets from here to page 215, there was only the following. "Sir, send the Perigonian Abbe to him. Have you noticed that young person who has so roguish a face and so fine a figure? You may have her for 10,000 francs a month and 50,000 crowns in diamonds." "I have only a day or two to give her," answered Candide, "because I have rendezvous at Venice." In the evening, after the superintendent redoubled his politeness and attentions. Ooh, okay, I see what's going on. Okay, czekaj. Muszę opowiedzieć żart o optymiście, pesymiście i maszyniście. Optymista i pesymista widzą światełko w ciemności. Optymista widzi nowy początek, pesymista koniec. A co widzi maszynista? 2 idiotów na torach. Let me translate. Did I guess it right? Okay, let me translate this. Okay, so there is a joke about optimism, a pessimist, and a machinist. Okay. The optimist and the pessimist see a light in the darkness. The optimist see a new beginning. The pessimist sees the end. What does the machinist sees? Two idiots on the rails. I'm not sure if that's the reply, but for me it's that. For me it's that. Well, how many dramas have you in France, sir? Says Candide to Abbe. 5 or 6,000. Nice. Are you gonna write about them? Perfecto. What a number, said Candide. How many good? 15 or 16, replied the other. What a number, said Martin. Candide was very pleased with an actress who played Queen Elizabeth in someone in speed tragedy. Sometimes acted. The play referred to is supposed to be La Comte d'Aix by Thomas Corneille. By names, I assume that I gave the right answer, isn't it? Choof choof, motherfucker. That actress, said he to Martin, pleases me much. She has a likeness to Miss Cunegonde. I should be very glad to wait upon her. When Gregory offered to introduce him, Candide brought up in Germany, asked what was the etiquette and how they treated queens of England in France. It is necessary to make distinctions, said Abbe. In the provinces, one takes them to the inn. In Paris, one expects them when they are beautiful and throws them on the highway when they are dead. What? In the provinces, one takes them to the inn. In Paris, one expects them when they are beautiful and throws on the highway when they are dead. Bro! What the... Okay, so in France, actors were at one time looked upon as excommunicated people, okay? Not worthy of burial in holy grounds or with Christian rites, okay? In 1730, the honors of sepultures were refused to Mademoiselle Lancouver, and Voltaire's miscellaneous works contain a paper on the matter. So it is literally a reference on the fact that they cannot be fucking buried. Like Voltaire! Like Voltaire! Foreshadowing much? Our boy is a time traveler, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Oh my god. Okay. Queens on the highway, said Candide. Yes, truly, said Martin. That is right. I was in Paris when Miss Maureen passed, as the saying is, from this life to the other. She was refused what people call the honors of sepulture. That is to say, of rotting with all the beggars of the neighborhood in an ugly cemetery. She was interred all alone by her company at the corner of the Rue de Bourgogne, which ought to trouble her much, for she thought nobly. That is very uncivil, said Candide. What would you have, said Martin. These people are made thus. Imagine all the contradictions, all possible incompatibilities. You will find them in the government, in the law court, in the churches, in the public shows of the droll nation. Is it true that they always laugh in Paris, said Candide. Yes. But it means nothing, for they complain of everything with great fits of laughter. They even do the most detestable things while laughing. Who, said Candide, is that great pig who spoke so ill of the piece at which I wept, and of the actors who gave me so much pleasure? He is a bad character, answered Abbe, who grants his livelihood by saving evil and all plays and all books. He hates whenever it succeeds, as the eunuch hates those who enjoy. He is one of the serpents of literature who nourish themselves on dirt and spite. He is a folliculaire. What is a folliculaire? Said Candide. It is, said Abbe, a pamphleteer, a fréron. Okay, I have something about it here. So, 24. Fréron was a French critic who incurred the enmity of Voltaire. Ah, okay. I see. Honestly, that actually sounds very personal. I can see that. In 1752, Fréron, in Letters sur wrote pointedly of Voltaire as one of who chose to be all things to all men, and Voltaire retained by referencing such as this in Candide. I love that. I love that. Alrighty. Thus Candide, Martin, and the Perigodian converse on the staircase while watching everyone go out after the performance. Although I'm eager to see Cunegonde again, said Candide, I should like to sup with Miss Carrion, for she appears to me admirable. Dabbe was not the man to approach Miss Clarion, who saw only good company. She is engaged for this evening, he said, but I shall have the honor to take you to the house of the Lady of Quality, and there you will know Paris as if you had lived in for 4 years. Candide, who was naturally curious, let himself be taken to this lady's house at the end of the Faubourg Saint-Honoré. The company was occupied in playing faro. As the melancholy punters held each in his hand added a pack of cards. A buttercup of his misfortune. Profound silence reigned. Pallor was on the faces of the punters, anxiety of that on the banker, and the hostess, sitting near the uptighting banker, noticed with lynx eyes all the doubled and unincreased stakes, as each player dog-eared his cards. She made them turn down the edges again with severe, but polite attention. She showed no vexation for fear of losing her customers. The lady insisted upon being called the Marchioness of Parolignac. Her daughter, aged 15, was among the punters, and notified with a covert glance the cheatings of the poor people who tried to repair the cruelties of fate. The Perigonian Abbe, Candide, and Martin entered. No one rose, no one saluted them, no one looked at them. All were profoundly occupied with the cards. The Baroness of Tendre-de-Tronc was more polite, said Candide. However, the Abbe whispered to the Marchioness, who half rose, honored Candide with gracious smiles, and Martin with a condescending nod. She knows who has the money. She gave a seed and a pack of cards to Candide, who lost 50,000 francs in 2 deals, after which they supped very gaily, and everyone was astonished that Candide was not moved by his loss. The servants said among themselves, in the language of servants, some English lord is here this evening. The supper passed at first like most Persian suppers, in silence, followed by a noise of words which could not be distinguished, then with pleasantries of which most were in speed, with false news, with vast reasoning, a little politics, and much evil speaking. They also discussed new books. Have you seen, said the Pangolian Abbe, the romancier Gaunt Doctor of Divinity? What the fuck is it? French ecclesiastic writer, was author of a number of works on religious subjects. Yes, answered one of the guests, but I have not been able to finish it. We have a crown of silly writings, but altogether do not approach the impertinence of Doctor of Divinity. I am so associated with the great number of detestable books with which we are inundated that I have reduced to nothing at Faro. And the melange of Archeo. Did you read this book? What do you say of that? Said Abbe. Ah, said the Marchioness Paronia. The worrisome moral, how curiosity he repeats to you all of the words he knows. How heavily he discusses that which is not worth the trouble of lightly marking upon. How without wit he appropriates the wit of others. How he spoils what he steals. How he disgusts me, but he will disgust me no longer. It is enough to have read a few of the undercanon's pages. Alias, that dude doesn't know what he's writing about and he's just copying others. Nice review. So, what would you say? 1 star? 1 star review? Yeah? Nice. Wait, let me just mute a second to sneeze. Alrighty. Let's mute. Oi! Achoo. I don't want you to be like deaf at a certain moment, you know. Well, let's see. Now, let's continue, shall we? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Uh, They were at the table a wise men of taste, who supported the Marchioness. They spoke after words of tragedies. The lady asked why there were tragedies which were sometimes played and which could not be read. The man of taste explained very well how a piece could have some interest and have almost no merit. He proved in few words that it was not enough to introduce one or two of those situations which one finds in all romances, and which always seduce the spectator, but it was necessary to be new without being old, often sublime and always natural, to know the human heart and to make it speak, to be a great poet without allowing any person in a place to appear to be a poet, to know language perfectly, to speak it with purity, with continuous harmony and without rhythm, ever taking anything from sense. However, added he, does not observe all those rules, can produce one or two tragedies, applauded at the theatre, but he will never be counted in the ranks of good writers. There are very few good tragedies. Some are illicit in dialogue, well written and well rhymed. Other political reasoning which lure to sleep, or amplification which repel. Other demoniac dreams in barbarian style, interrupted in sequence with long apostrophes to the gods, because they do not know how to speak to men, with false maxims, with bombastic commonplaces. Candide listened with attention to this discourse, and conceived a great idea of the speaker, and as the Marchioness had taken care to place him beside her, he leaned towards her and took the liberty of asking who was the man who had spoken so well. "He is a scholar," said the lady, "who does not play, whom the abbess sometimes brings to the supper. He is perfectly at home among tragedies and books, and he has written a tragedy which was his, and book of which nothing has been seen outside his bookseller's shop, except in the copy which he dedicated to me." "The great man," said Candide. "He is another Pangloss." Pangloss will be not very happy with that. Then turning towards him, he said, "Sir, do you think doubtless that all is for the best in the moral and physical world, and that nothing could be otherwise than it is?" "Aye, sir," answered the scholar, "I know nothing of all that. I find that all goes awry with me, which no one knows either what is his rank, nor what is his condition, that he does not what he ought to, and that except supper, which is always gay, and where there always appears to be enough concord, all the rest of the time is passed in impertinent quarrels. Janssens against Mongolis, Parliament against the Church, men of letters against men of letters, courtesans against courtesans, financiers against the people, wives against the husbands, relatives against the relatives. It is eternal war." "I have seen the roast," Candide replied, "but a wise man, who since has had the misfortune to be hanged, told me that all is marvellously well. These are but the shadows on a beautiful picture." "Your hanged man mocked the word," said Martin. "The shadows are horrible blots." "They are men who make the blots," said Candide, "and they cannot be dispensed with." "It is not their fault then," said Martin. Most of the panthers, who understood nothing of this language, drank, and Martin reasoned with the scholar, and Martin related some of his adventures to his hostess. Not gonna lie, at that point I would drink as well. After supper, the Marchioness took Candide into her boudoir? Do you pronounce it boudoir? We're gonna call it boudoir. And made him sit upon a sofa. "Ah, well," said she to him, "you love the spelling Miss Cunegonde and thunder and talk." "Yes, madame," answered Candide. The Marchioness replied to him with a tender smile. "You answer me like a young man from Westphalia. A Frenchman would have said, 'It is true that I have loved Miss Cunegonde, but seeing you, madame, I think I no longer love her.'" "Alas, madame," said Candide, "I will answer you as you wish." "Your passion for her," said the Marchioness, "commenced by picking up her handkerchief. I wish that you would pick up my garter? What is a garter? Wait, what is a garter? Garter. Oh, okay. So, for who doesn't know, a garter is an article of clothing prizing a narrow band of fabric fastened about the leg to keep up stocking. Oh well, oh well. Okay. Actually, I don't know if it's just an era thing or in general, but like last time I saw a gantler was at my aunt's wedding, because like we have the tradition that that when after the marriage is done and everything, and you go to dance and drink, there is a moment where the wife, the bride is putting up a little bit the dress, okay, and the husband needs to take off the gantler from her leg, okay, using only his teeth. Honestly, gantler are very cute. I didn't know the name of it in English. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Mm. Okay, let's continue, shall we? Oh well. The more you know. Honestly, I miss Polish weddings. I hope that someone gets married soon so I can go to a wedding. Well. Let's see. Your passion for her commenced with picking up her handkerchief. I wish that you would pick up my garter. With all my heart, Candide, and he picked it up. But I wish that you would put it on, said the lady. She knows what she's doing. Alright. And Candide put it on. You see, said she, you're a foreigner. I sometimes make my Parisian lover languish for 15 days, but I give myself to you for the first night because one must do the honors of one's country to a young man from Westphalia. The lady, having perceived 2 enormous diamonds upon the hand of the young foreigner, praised them with such good faith that from Candide's fingers they passed to her own. I love that. Jesus, I hope that you get some rest as well. But welcome to the stream. Maybe you can fall asleep with the reading. Candide returned to the Perigonia Abbé, felt some remorse in having been unfaithful to Miss Cunegonde. The Abbé sympathized with his trouble. He had had but a light part of his 50,000 francs lost at play, and of the value of the 2 brilliants, half given, half extorted. His design was to profit as much as he could by the advantages which the acquaintance of Candide could procure for him. He spoke much of Cunegonde, and Candide told him that he should ask forgiveness for that beautiful one for his infidelity when he should see her in Venice. The Abbé redoubled his politeness and attention, and took a tender interest in all that Candide said, in all that he did, in all that he wished to do. And so, sir, you have a rendezvous at Venice? Yes, Monsieur Abbé, answered Candide. It is absolutely necessary that I go to meet Miss Cunegonde. And then the pleasure of talking to that which he loved induced him to relate, according to his custom, part of his adventures with the fair Westphalian. I believe, said Abbé, that Miss Cunegonde has a great deal of wit, and that she writes charming letters. I have never received any from her, said Candide. For being expelled from the castle on her account, I had not an opportunity for writing to her. Soon after that I heard that she was dead, then I found her alive, then I lost her again, and last of all, I sent an express to her 2,500 leagues from here, and wait for an answer. The Abbé listened attentively, and seemed to be in a brown study. He soon took his leave of the 2 foreigners after a most tender embrace. The following day Candide received, on awakening, a letter couched in these terms. My very dear love, for 8 days I have been ill in this town. I learned that you are here. I would fly to your arms if I could but move. I was informed of your passage at Bordeaux, where I left faithful Cacambo and the old woman who are to follow me very soon. The governor of Buenos Aires has taken all, but there remains to me your heart. Come, your present will either give me life or kill me with pleasure. This is charming. This unhoped for letter transported Candide with an inexpressible joy, and the illness of his dear Cunegonde overwhelmed him with grief. Divided between those 2 passions, he took his gold and his diamonds, and hurried away, with Martin, to the hotel where Miss Cunegonde was lodged. We all know what's gonna happen, right? Koniec spaceru? Mokra kwoka powróciła do gniazda. And, well, he entered her room, trembling, his heart palpitating, his voice sobbing. He used to open the curtains of the bed and ask for a light. Take care what you do, said the servant maid. The lights hurt her, and immediately she drew the curtains again. My dear Cunegonde, said Candide, weeping, how are you? If you cannot see me, at least speak to me. She cannot speak, said the maid. The lady then put plump hand out in the bed, and Candide bathed in with his tears, and afterwards filled with diamonds, leaving a bag of gold upon the easy chair. In the midst of this transportation, it came an officer, followed by the abbé and a file of soldiers. There, said he, are the 2 suspected foreigners. At the same time, he ordered them to be seized and carried to prison. What do you expect, dude? Like, bro, you tell a stranger that you never receive a letter, and then the day after you get a letter. Come on. You told him your life story. Ah, Candide. Travelers are not treated justly in El Dorado, said Candide. And I am more Menchian now than ever, said Martin. Martin, my boy. But pray, sir, where are we going to carry us? Said Candide. To the dungeon, answered the officer. Martin, having recovered himself a little, judged that the lady who acted as part of Cunegonde was a cheat, that the Perigonian bear was a knave who was imposed upon the honest simplicity of Candide, and that the officer was another knave who they might easily silence. Candide, advised by Martin and impatient to see the real Cunegonde and expose himself before the court of justice, proposed to the officers to give him 3 small diamonds, each worth about 3,000 pistols. Ah, sir, said the man with the ivory button, you had committed all the immeasurable crimes you would be to me most honest man in the world. 3 diamonds, each worth 3,000 pistols. Sir, instead of carrying you to jail, I would lose my life to serve you. They are the orders for arresting all foreigners, but leave it to me. I have a brother in Dieppe in Normandy. I will conduct you to the theater, and if you have a diamond to give him, he'll take you as much care of you as I would. The power of money. And why, said Candide, should all foreigners be arrested? It is, the Perigonian abbé then made answer, because a poor beggar of the country of Atrebati heard some foolish things said. This induced him to commit a parricide, not such as that of 1610 in the month of May, but such as that of 1594 in the month of December, and such as others which have been committed in other years and other months by other poor devils who had heard nonsense spoken. The officer then explained what the abbé meant. And I'm gonna explain it to you by checking the notes. Because what? So, page 120. Okay, so, in 1610, there was the assassination of Henry VI. Okay, on the 1594, there was an attempted assassination on Henry IV. Huh? Yeah. Attempted assassination on Henry IV. Okay. Thank you. Ah, the monsters, cried Candide. What horrors among a people who dance and sing! Is there no way of getting quickly out of this country where monkeys provoke tigers? I have seen no birds in my country, but men I have beheld nowhere except in El Dorado. In the name of God, sir, conduct me to Venice, where I am to await Miss Cunegonde. I can conduct you no further than Lower Normandy, said the officer. Immediately he ordered his irons to be struck off, acknowledged himself mistaken, sent away his men, and sent out with Candide and Martin for Dieppe, and left them in the care of his brother. There was a small Dutch ship in the harbour. The Norman, who by the virtue of 3 more diamonds had become the most subservient of men, put Candide and his attendants on board a vessel that was ready to set sail for Portsmouth in England. This was not the way to Venice, but Candide thought that he made his way out of hell, and reckoned that he would soon have an opportunity for resuming his journey. Sounds like an idea. Alrighty. Now, here we go again. It's time for Candide and Martin touch upon the coast of England, and what they saw there. Ah, Pangloss, Martin, oh my dear Cunegonde, what sort of word is this? Said Candide on board in the Dutch ship. Something very foolish and abominable, said Martin. Thank you, Martin. You know England, they are as foolish as they're in France. It is another kind of folly, said Martin. You know that those two nations are at war for few acres of snow in Canada, and that they spend over this beautiful war much more than Canada is worth. To that exactly, whenever there are more people fit to send a madhouse in one country than the other, is what my imperfect intelligence will not permit. I only know in general that the people we are going to see are very atrabilious. Talking to the area to Portsmouth, the coast was lined with crowds of people, whose eyes were fixed on the fine men kneeling, with ice bandage on board one of the men of war of the harbour. 4 soldiers stood opposite this man. Each of them fired 3 balls at his head, with all the confidence in the world, and the whole assembly went away very well satisfied. What is all this? Said Candide. And what demon is it that exercises his empire in this country? He then asked who was that fine man who had been killed with so many ceremony. He answered he was an admiral. An admiral? Let me see. Number 31. Admiral. Oh, Admiral Bung was shot on March 14, 1757. Okay. We have years here. And why kill the Admiral? It is because he did not kill a sufficient number of men himself. He gave battle to the French Admiral, and it has been proven that he was not near enough to him. But, replied Candide, the French Admiral was as far from the English Admiral. There is no doubt of it, but in this country it is found good, from time to time, to kill one Admiral to encourage the others. I think I'll download those words for research. Alrighty. I mean, if you think about it, like, we're gonna do also the book analysis, so it can be useful. But Candide was so shocked and bewildered by what he saw and heard that he would not set foot on shore, and he made a bargain with the Dutch skipper, where he even to rob him like the certain captain, to conduct him without delay to Venice. The skipper was ready in 2 days. They coasted France, they passed on the side of Lisbon, and Candide tramped. They passed through the Straits and entered the Mediterranean. At last they landed in Venice. God be praised, said Candide, embracing Martin. It is here I shall see again my beautiful Cunegonde. I choose Cacambo as myself. All is well, all will be well, all goes as well as possible. And of Paquette and Friar Girofle. My dragon! Upon the arrival to Venice, Candide went to search for Cacambo at very inn and coffee house, and among all the ladies of pleasure, but to no purpose. He sent every day to inquire on all the ships that came in, but there was no news of Cacambo. What? Said he to Martin. I have had time to voyage from Surrey to Bordeaux, from Bordeaux to Paris, from Paris to Dieppe, from Dieppe to Portsmouth, to coast along Portugal and Spain, to across the whole Mediterranean, to spend some months, and yet the beautiful Cunegonde has not arrived. Instead of her, I have only met a Parisian wench and a Perigonian abbé. Cunegonde is dead without doubt, and there is nothing for me but to die. Alas, how much better it would have been for me to have remained in the paradise of El Dorado than to come back to this cursed Europe. You are in the right, my dear Martin. All is misery and illusion. He fell into deep melancholy, and neither went to see the opera, nor any of the other diversions of the carnival. Nay, he was proof against the temptation of all the ladies. Actually, I had the luck of going to La Fenice to see opera, okay? Because, fun fact, one time I was tutoring in physics a girl, and it came out that someone in her family was actually playing in the La Fenice. So like that, I managed to get free tickets, and I was like, yes, you know. Honestly, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Even just to see it empty. Okay, it's such a wonderful place. Wait. I wanna show you a picture. Wait. Okay, teatro. Fenice. There you go. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Like, I'm gonna show some pictures. Like, it's amazing. It cannot show how beautiful is it just from the pictures. You need to be there. But look at this. Look at this. Or oh, that's much bigger. Wait, that's much bigger. Like, it looks like another word. And acoustics there, holy. Yeah. There we go. And also, if you want to see more, it's so cool. It's so pretty, honestly. Like, even if you cannot see a spectacle, even just looking at it, okay, it's an experience, you know. Oh, the theater of Manaus was also done in this style. Really? Let me see it. Theater. Oh, for real? It is very similar. Holy! Love it. Love it. Honestly, theaters are so pretty. I kinda miss being on a stage. Even though I have to say, I stayed on a stage for a play only twice. But I stayed more times when I was in the orchestra with the flute. The only thing that I remember that I didn't like was the lights are so hot. What the fuck? I miss a nice architecture. Everything nowadays is built in brutalistic fashion. Honestly, give me back my damn gargoyles. Cultured cow, get it? Honestly. Ooh, actually, maybe one day I could give you a virtual tour of Venice. I mean, I work as a guide there, so I should be rusty, but still be able to tell you some curious things. You know, all the lights were hot as fuck. I guess nowadays it's more bearable. Is it? Wait. 1 second. No. Like I tried to play the piccolo, okay, but I could never afford a teacher for it, okay. So I needed like I got it as a gift, but never managed to learn it, and I needed to sell it to continue study. Um, but I was playing the regular flute, okay. Um, you know the flauto dolce, flauto dolce. I was singing. I was playing as the second voice in the flute, simple flutes. I never played a kazoo actually. Wait, how do you call it? The flauto in inglese. Do you call it? Why do you call it a recorder? Do you actually call it a recorder? What the fuck? I guess it's called like that. Yeah, I guess yes. Like in ours, we had a lot of recorders, first and second voice. The contralto. We had the alto flutes as well. We had one piccolo, a viola. We had some violinists. There was a few people that played the guitar, but we were not using them a lot. When we were doing also rock adaptations, we would have also the one at the boom boom boom. I don't remember how it's called. You know, those old lights were incandescent bulbs that were designed by Thomas Edison. The ones we use now are fluorescent bulbs that were designed by Nikola Tesla in his. We literally had someone fainting under those fucking lights. So I think I was there when they were having the old ones. Apostrophe my day is you teaching. Tutor Alicia teaching in the naughty chat about math. Maybe not maths, okay. With maths, it's I can survive with math, okay, but I don't remember much about it. Like I would be fine with physics, with chemistry, with English, okay, like literature wise, because like I was tutoring in literature as well, even though I was tutoring in Italian, not in English. I think you can hear it from my reading. Like my reading is terrible in English. I realize that, you know. As well as what else? Well, I did history of art tutoring. I did law tutoring. In economy, I needed tutoring instead. Everything is great. I love listening to you. Thank you. It's just that sometimes I realize that I'm saying something, but the intonation is not the right one. So, like, I'm not using the dots properly, you know? Americans are used to a diverse range of linguistic diversity. Oh, okay. Now, are you ready for more? Are you ready for more? Because we have 50 pages left. Okay. Oh, the carnival! Actually, fun fact. I went also dressed up for carnival sometimes. You know? Wait. A fike? Who's a fike? Wait. There's no a fike in chat. Is it a term? It's a fake term. As far as I care, oh, thank you. As far as I care, as far as I'm concerned, you're fluent. Just sort of native. Oh, thank you. Honestly, that makes me happy because I finished my studies in England. But the thing is that with my studies, I mostly focus on writing more than reading. So yeah, I never practiced that much my reading, you know. And I have to say, before coming to England, my pronunciation was so much worse. Honestly. Like, how would I say? I would say like, can I have I would say something like, can I have a glass of water? Can I have a glass of water? That's how he was speaking. Because practicing foreign tongues, always. So, well, let's say like that. You're lucky that you're hearing me after years in England, because sometimes I listen to old vocal messages that I send or some random things that I recorded, and I'm like, holy shit, what the hell I was saying? You know? I mean, the English aren't good at English or any language like that, so you're in good company. Let's fucking go! Well, back to work. Take care, dragon! Good luck at work. Brzmi trochę jak woda z prądem, Butter, no? Alrighty. Now, he was proof against the temptation of all the ladies. You are in truth very simple, said Martin to him. If you imagine that mongrel valet who has 5 or 6 million in his pocket and will go to the other end of the world and seek your mistress and bring her to you to Venice, if he find her, he will keep her unto himself. If he do not find her, he will get another. I advise you to forget your valet Cacambo and your mistress Cunegonde. Martin was not consoling. Duh, that's Martin. Candide melancholy increased, and Martin continued to prove him that there were very little virtues of happiness upon earth, except perhaps in El Dorado, where nobody could gain admittance. While they were disputing on the important subject and waiting for Cunegonde, Candide saw a young theatrine friar in St. Mark's Plaza, holding a girl on his arm. The Atreides looked fresh-colored, plump, and vigorous. His eyes were sparkling, his air assured, his look lofty, and his step bold. The girl was very pretty and sang. She looked amorously at her theatrine, and from time to time pinched his fat cheeks. At least you will allow me, said Candide to Martin, that us two are happy. Hitherto I have met with none but unfortunate people in the whole habitant globe, except in El Dorado. But as to despair, I would venture and lay a wager that they are very happy. I lay they are not, said Martin. We only ask them to dine with us, said Candide, and you will see whether I am mistaken. Immediately he accosted them, presented his compliments, and invited them to his inn to eat some macaroni with Lombard partridges and caviare, and to drink some Montepulciano, Lacrimae Christi, Cyprus, and Samos wine. The girl blushed, the theatrine accepted the invitation, and she followed him, casting her eyes on Candide with confusion and surprise, and dropping a few tears. No sooner that she set foot in Candide's apartment than she cried out, "Ah, Mr. Candide doesn't know Paquet again." Paquet? Huh? Candide had not viewed her as yet with attention, he stopping entirely taken up with Cunegonde, but recalling her as she spoke. "Alice," he said, "my poor child, is you who just Dr. Pangloss to the beautiful condition in which I saw you?" "That's Paquet! Oh my god, that's Paquet! That's Paquet! That's Paquet! She's the one that gave the STD to the teacher. She's the one that gave the STD to the teacher! Wait, how she's fine? The dude was dying. I see that you have heard all. I have been informed of the frightful disaster that befell the family of my lady Baroness. That's a lot. Oh, yeah, no, there's a lot of lore, honestly. Like, you have also the whole genealogy of where they got the STD from, okay? Like, literally said who got it from who. Yeah, I guess she got better. Oh, well. Never Cunegonde, I swear to you that my fate has been scarcely less sad. I was very innocent when you knew me. Sweetie, you were playing wrestling with the teacher in the bushes. That's far from innocent, sweetie. The friar who was my confessor easily seduced me. The consequences were terrible. I was obligated to quit the castle sometime after the baron had sent you away with kicks on the backside. So you... Wait. So you're telling me that you gave the STD to Pangloss, went with Friar, infected him as well in that case, and now you ended up in Venice. If a famous surgeon had not taken compassion on me, I should have died. Okay, yeah, she got better. Candace is Forrest Gump. The lore is... There is a lot of lore here. There's a lot of lore, honestly. Okay. For some time I was in this surgeon's mistress, merely out of gratitude. His wife, who was mad with jealousy, beat me every day unmercifully. She was a fury. The surgeon was one of the ugliest men, and I, the most wretched of women, to be continually beaten for a man I did not love. Holy shit. You know, sir, what a dangerous thing it is for an ill-natured woman to be married to a doctor. Oh shit. Oh shit. If you reread it, that sounds so much worse. That sounds so much worse. I got it for Anne, she got it from Jim. All agreed must have been Louise, who gave it to him. Now she got it from Harry, who got it from Marie, and everyone knows that Marie got it from me. I got the reference. That's an amazing song, okay? And you are a person of culture. I have a full playlist of those kind of songs. I love it. I love it. Aye! That's... I mean, you should have expected that I listen to that kind of music, since one time I randomly put on the karaoke the song I Am My Own Grandpa. Right? But, well, due to the fact that, imagine a fury of a woman married to a doctor, that means that nobody's gonna see jack shit because he's gonna fix her up. And then more damage will be done. Holy shit, that's dark. That's dark. That's fucking dark. Okay. Well. You know, sir, what a dangerous thing is for an ill-natured woman to be married to a doctor. Incensed at the behavior of his wife, he one day gave her so effectual a remedy to cure her of a slight cold that she died 2 hours after in the most horrid conversions. Holy shit. That's even worse than what I expected. I mean, that's fair. Okay. Well, so she died. Okay. The doctor had the karma, if they want to say it, but honestly, that poor wife. Okay. Well, the wife relation persecuted the husband, and he took a flight, and I was thrown into jail. My innocence would not have saved me if I had not been good-looking. The judge set me free, one condition that he succeeded the surgeon. I was soon supplanted by a rival, turned out of doors quite destitute, and obliged to continue this abominable trade which appears so pleasant to you men, while to us women it is the utmost abyss of misery. I have come to exercise the profession at Venice. Ah, sir, if you could only imagine what it is to be obliged to caress indifferently an old merchant, a lawyer, a monk, and a gondolier, and a bear to be exposed to abuse and insults. To be often reduced to borrowing a petticoat, only to go and have it rinsed by a disagreeable man. To be robbed by one of what has earned from another. To be subject to the extortion of the officer of justice. And to have in prospect only a frightful old age, a hospital and a donkey. You would conclude that I am one of the most unhappy creatures in the world. Holy shit, the lore! Holy shit, the lore! And let me see also, what would it be? 29. Commenting on this passage, Miss Sarah says admirably, all is there in those 10 lines. Voltaire has gathered all the grief and all the terrors of those creatures. The picture is admirable for its truth and power. But do you not feel the pity and sympathy of the painter? Here irony becomes sad and in a way an avenger. Voltaire cries out with horror against society which throws some of its members into such an abyss. He has his Bartholomew fever. He trembles with him through contagion. Oh, see, actually, that's true. She's giving it straight. Yeah, but if you think about it, it's the same way of writing until now, okay? But Voltaire here is doing a cry and they cried out. If you think about it, because it is just put naked on paper, not with the random irony nor anything, just presented it crude as it is. Like you can see the change of tone in this passage. Actually, that's very interesting, don't you think? Paquetus opened her heart to honest Candide in the passage of Martin, who said this to his friend, "You see that already I have won half the wager." Père Giroflée stayed in the dining room and drank a glass or two of wine while he was waiting for dinner. "But," said Candide to Paquette, "you look so gay and content when I meet you. You sang and you behaved so lovely to the theatrine that you seem to be to me as happy as you pretend to be now and traverse." "Oh, sir," answered Paquette, "this is one of the misery of the trade. Yesterday I was robbed and beaten by an officer, yet today I must put on good humor to praise a friar." Honestly, that's true. That's very Voltaire of him. Yep. Karen wanted to no more convincing. He owned that Martin was in the right. They sat down at the table with Paquette and the theatrine. The repast was entertaining, and towards the end they conversed with all confidence. "Father," said Candide to the friar, "you appear to me to enjoy a state that all the world might envy. The flowers of health shines in your face, your expression makes plain your happiness. You have a very pretty girl at your recreation, and you seem well satisfied with your state as a theatrine." "My faith, sir," said Friar Giroflée, "I wish that all the theatrines were at the bottom of the sea." Bro, what? "I wish that all the theatrines were at the bottom of the sea. I have been tempted 100 times to set fire to the convent and go and become a Turk." Bro, what? "My parents forced me at the age of 15 to put this detestable habit to increase the fortune of a cursed elder brother, whom God confound. Jealousy, discord, and fury dwell in the convent. It is true that I have preached a few bad sermons that have brought me a little money, of which the prior stole half. All the rest of the serves to maintain my girls. But when I return at night to the monastery, I am ready to dash my head against the wall of the dormitory. And all my fellows are in the same case." Holy shit! Bro! I fucking love this. Oh well. I guess it was not a call for God for him. Martin chose Candide with his usual coolness. "Well," said he, "I have not won the whole wager. Candide gave 2,000 piastres to Paquette and 1,000 to Friar Girofleur. I'll answer for it, said he, that with this they will be happy. Actually, we hate it here. I don't believe it at all, said Martin. You will perhaps, with this piastre, only render them more unhappy. That does it may, said Candide, but one thing consoles me. I see that we often meet those whom have expected never to see more, so that perhaps, as I have found my red sheep and Basket, it may as well be that I shall also find Cunegonde. I wish, said Martin, she may be one day make you very happy, but I doubt it very much. I love the interaction between those two. Honestly. Okay. You are very hard to believe, said Candide. I have lived, said Martin. You see those gondoliers, said Candide. Are they not perpetually singing? That's actually because of the tourists. Because, like, that was not part of the... It's just that tourists decided that they needed to sing, so they started singing to get more money. You do not see them, said Martin, at home with their wives and brats. The Doge has his troubles, and the gondoliers have theirs. It is true that all things considered, the life of a gondolier preferable than that of a Doge, but I believe the difference is to be in so treating that it is not worth the trouble of examining. People talk, said Candide, of the Senator Procurante. Senatore Procurante, che cazzo è? Who lived in that fine place on the Brenta, where they entertained foreigners in the politest manners. They pretend that this man was never felt any uneasiness. I should be glad to see such rarity, said Martin. Candide immediately sent to ask the Lord Procurante missions to wait upon him in the next day. Okay. I have to say, it is something to actually see names of places that I know or been there, you know. Let me just mute myself a second. Okay, there we go. Well, now it's time for the visit to Lord Procurante, a noble Venetian. Candide and Martin went in a gondola on the Brenta and arrived to the palace of the Signor Procurante. The gardens laid out with taste were adorned with fine marble statues. Oh, actually, you find marble everywhere. Everywhere. I remember I was showing to people that a lot of places, like, you go to the church, marble. You go to the street, marble. You go to a random place, marble. The place was beautifully built. The master of the house was a man of 60 and very rich. He received the two travellers with polite indifference, which put Candide a little out of content, but was not all disagreeable to Martin. First, two pretty girls, very neatly dressed, served them with chocolate, which was thought exceedingly well. Candide could not refrain from condemning their beauty and grace and undress. They are good enough creatures, said the senator. I make them lie with me sometimes, for I am very tired of the ladies of the town, of their coquetries, of their jealousies, of their quarrels and their humours, their pettiness, their pride, their follies, and of the... Oh? Huh? Excuse me? There you go. And of the sonnets which one must make or have made for them. But after all the studios begin to weary me. After breakfast, Candide walking to that long alley was surprised by the beautiful pictures. He asked but what were they to first? They are by Raphael, said the senator. I brought them at a great price, out of vanity, some years ago. They are said to be the finest things in Italy, but they do not please me at all. The colours are too dark, the figures are not sufficiently rounded, nor in good relief. The drapery in no way resembles stands. In a word, whatever may be said, I do not find there a true imitation of nature. I don't care for a picture when I think I see nature itself, and there are none of the sorts. I have created many pictures, but I prize them very little. Ma è una gioia, eh? Vabbè, ok. While they were waiting for dinner, Procurante ordered a concert. Candide found the music delicious. This noise, said Senator, may amount for half an hour. But if it were to last longer, it would grow tiresome to everybody. So they just do not own it. Music today is only the art of executing difficult things, and that which is only difficult can't please long. Perhaps I should fonder of the opera if they had not found the secret of making it a monster which shocks me. That who will go to see bad tragedies set to music, where the scenes are contrived from no other end than to introduce 2 or 3 songs ridiculously out of place, to show off Anacre's voice? That who will, or who can, die away with pleasure the sight of an eunuch having the role of Caesar, or a Cato and starting accurately upon the stage? For my part, I have long since renounced those paltry entertainment, which consume the glory of modern Italy, and are purchased so dearly by sovereigns. Candide put the point a little, but with discretion. Martin was entirely on the senator's opinion. Obviously, Martin was. They sat down at the table, and after an excellent dinner, they went into the library. Candide, seeing a Homer bound, commended the virtuoso on his good taste. There, said he, is a book that was once the delight of the great Pangloss, the best philosopher in Germany. It is not mine, answered Procurante coolly. They used at one time to make me believe that I took pleasure in reading him, but that continual repetition of battles, so extremely like one another, those gods that are always active without doing anything decisive, that Helen who is the cause of the war and who yet scarcely appears in the place, that Troy so long basing without being taken, all those together cause me great weariness. I have sometimes asked learned men whatever they were not as weary as I of that work. Those who were sincere have owned to me that the poem made them fall asleep, and yet it was necessary to have it in their library as a monument to antiquity, like those rusty medals which are no longer in use in commerce. Can this be nuts? Honestly, no, that's absolutely fair. Oh my god, Candy's nuts. Oh, fucking hell. But your Excellency does not think thus of Virgil, said Candide. I grant, said the Senator, that the 2nd, 4th, and 6th book of the something are excellent, but as for the prior something, his strong something, his friend something, his little something, his silly king something, his bourgeois amata, his ispide Lavinia, I think there be nothing more flat and disagreeable. I prefer Tasso a good deal, or even a soporific taste of Aristophanes. Ariosto. Yes, I will not bother reading it. We're gonna hear about them for one sentence, okay? My pleasure to ask you, sir, said Candide, whenever you do not receive a great deal of pleasure from reading Horace. Aristotus. Ariosto. It's Ariosto. Maxim is writer, answered Procurante, from which a man of the world may reap great benefits, and being written in energetic verse, they are more easily impressed upon the memory. But I care little for this journey to Brundisium, and his account of a bad dinner, or of his low quarrel between one Rupidius whose words he said were full of potions, filth, and another whose language was imbued with vinegar. I have read with much distaste his indelicate verse against old women and witches, nor do I see any merit in telling his friend Mecenas that if he will but rank him in the shore of lace poets, his lofty head shall touch the stars. Not stairs, the stars. Actually, with stars, there was like, you know, when you need to remember names and you you cannot remember them. a teacher was trying to make us remember about Aeschylus, Sophocles, and Euripides, and for that she just told us to remember about falling down the stairs, and I was like, what do you mean by that? And she was like, okay, think about it like this. Aeschylus che qui fa Sophocles e le scale se Euripides. And literally it sounds like you're saying go out, because it's suffocating over here, and the stairs are easy to fall off. It's fall off is just a way of saying, because I don't remember the precise one in English, but you get the idea. And now I totally cannot not remember that. So I guess it worked. Okay. Now. Hi, how's your day been? Oh, amazing! Hi, Robbie. All good. We are going towards the end of the book. We had a nice time talking also about the author. What a beautiful phrase. Absolutely, totally. Alrighty, now let's continue. Fools admire everything an author of reputation. For my part, I read only up end to please myself. I like only what which serves my purpose. Candide, having been educated never to judge for himself, was much surprised at what he heard. Martin found that there was a good deal of reason in Procurante remarks. Oh, here is Circero, said Candide. He is the great man whom I fancy you are never tired of reading. I never read him, replied the Venetian. What is it to me whenever he plays for Ribarius or Clementius? I take as a zen of myself. This philosophical work seems to me better, but when I found that he dubbed of everything, I concluded that I knew as much as he, and that I had no need for a guide to learn ignorance. There are 80 volumes of the Academy of Science, cried Martin. Perhaps there is something valuable in this collection. There might be, said Procurante, if only one of those rankers of rubbish had shown how to make pins. But in all of those volumes there is nothing but chimchal systems and not a single useful thing. And what a dramatic word I see here, said Candide, in Italian, Spanish, and French. Yes, replied the senator. There are 3,000, and not 3,000 of them good for anything. Ma è una gioia, oh! Oh, no, ma una cosa che ti piace, cazzo, una cosa che ti piace. Like, he literally. You cannot please him. Oh well. There are 3,000, not 3,000 of them good for anything. As to those collection of sermons, which altogether are not worth a single page of Seneca, and those huge volumes of theology, you may well imagine that neither or nor any of one ever opens them. What is those shelves filled with English books? I have a notion, said he, that the Republican must be greatly pleased with the most of these books, which are written with a spirit of freedom. Yes, answered Procurante, it is noble to write as one thinks. It is the privilege of humanity. In all our Italy we write only what we do not think. Sorry. In all our Italy we write only what we do not think. Thus we inhabit the country of the Caesars and the Antonius dare not acquire a single idea without the permission of the Dominican friar. I shall be pleased with the liberty which inspires the English geniuses, if the passion and party spirit do not corrupt all the estimable in this precious liberty. Hello. The Italy jab, honesty. Nobody gives a better jab than someone living in the country. Candide observing Milton asked whenever he did not look upon the author as a great man. Who? Said Procurante. That barbarian who writes long commentary in 10 books of harsh verse of the first chapter of the Genesis. That course leader of the Greeks, who disfigures the creation, who, while Moses represents the eternal producing of the world by a word, makes the Messiah take a great pair of compasses from which armory of heaven to circumcise his works. How can I have any esteem for a writer who has spoiled Tasso's hell and devil, who transforms Lucifer sometimes into a toad and other times into a pygmy, and who makes him repeat the same thing 100 times, who makes him dispute the ontology, who, by a serious imitation of the Ariosto's comics invention of pharaohs, represents the devil canoodling in heavens. Neither I nor any man in Italy could take pleasure in those melancholy extravagances, and the marriage of sin and death and the snakes thrown forth by sin are enough to turn the stomach of anyone of the last taste. And his long description of a pest house is good only for gravediggers. This obscure, whimsical and disagreeable poem was despised upon its first publication, and only treated now as was treated in its own country by contemporaries. For the matter of that, I say that I think, and I care very little, whenever other things as I do. Candide was grieved at the speech, for it had respected for Homer, and was fond of Milton. Alas, said he softly to Martin, I am afraid that this man holds our German poets in very great contempt. There would not be much harm in that, said Martin. Oh, what a superior man, said Candide below his breath. What a great genius this Procurante, nothing can please him. After their survey of the Liberty, they went down into the garden, where Candide praised its savoury beauties. I know of nothing is so bad as I, said the master. All you see here is merely trifling. After tomorrow, I will have it planted with a nobler design. Well, said Candide to Martin, when they were taking their leave, will you agree that this is the happiest of morals, for he is above everything he possesses? But do you not see, answered Martin, that he is disgusted with all what he possesses? Plato observed a long while ago that the stomachs are not the best that relate all sorts of food, and that's true. But is there not a pleasure, said Candide, in criticizing everything, in pointing out faults where others see nothing but beauties? That is to say, replied Martin, that there is some pleasure in having no pleasure. Honestly, at this point, yeah, I think that that's his hobby, let's be honest. Well, well, said Candide, I find that I shall be the only happy man when I am blessed with the sight of my dear Cunegonde. It is always well to hope, said Martin. However, the days and the weeks passed. Cacambo did not come, and Candide was so overwhelmed with grief that he did not even reflect that Paquette and Friar Giroflée did not return to thank him. Let me just... I need to scratch my nose. Someone must be talking about it, because, like, my nose is so itchy for some reason. No. Okay, scratching nose ice bar. Okay, let's continue, shall we? Now, of a supper which Candide and Martin took with 6 strangers, and who they were. One evening that Candide and Martin were going to sit down to supper with some foreigners who lodged in the same inn, a man whose complexion was as black as soot came behind Candide, and taking him with an arm said, Get yourself ready to go along with us. Do not fail. What? Upon this he turned around and saw Cacambo. Cacambo! Okay, we have Cacambo. Cacambo is back. Nothing but the sight of Cunegonde could have astonished the delight him more. He was on the point of going mad with joy. He embraced his dear friend. Cunegonde is here without doubt. Where is she? Take me to her. I may die of joy in her company. Cunegonde is not here, said Cacambo. She is at Constantinople. Oh heavens, Constantinople! But where she is in China, I would fly there. Let us be off. We shall set out after supper, replied Cacambo. I can tell you nothing more. I am a slave. My master awaits me. I must serve him at table. Speak not a word, eat, and then get ready. What? Since when? Did they take him in slavery as soon as he went? What the fuck? I also get itchiness around the end of March. If I'm unlucky, it continues through May. What? Oh, I hope that it will gonna pass for you. I really don't have an itchy nose, that's the thing. Candide, distracted by between joy and grief, delighted at seeing his faithful agent again, astonished and finding him a slave, filled with the fresh hope of recovering his mistress, his heart palpitating, his understand confused, sat down to the table with Martin, who saw all those scenes while unconcerned, and with 6 strangers who had come to spend the carnival at Venice. Cacambo waited at the table upon one of the strangers. Towards at the end of the entertainment, he drew near his master, and whispered in his ear, "Sir, your majesty may start when you please. The vessel is ready." On saying those words, he went out. The company, in great surprise, looked at one another without speaking a word, when another domestic approached his master and said to him, "Sir, your majesty in chase is at Padua, and the boat is ready." "Oh, they are going from Padua." "Yay, Cacambo!" followed by, "Oh no, Cacambo!" Yeah. You know, it's a good book when you have those reactions, honestly. Now, the master gave the nod and the servant went away. The company all stared at one another again with the surprised doubt. A third voice came up to a third stranger saying, "Sir, believe me, your majesty ought not to stay here any longer. I'm going to get everything ready." And immediately he disappeared. Candide and Martin did not know that this was a masquerade at the carnival. Then a fourth domestic stood up for master. "Your majesty may depart when you please." Saying this, he went away like the rest. The fifth valet said the same thing to the fifth master, but the sixth valet spoke differently to the sixth. Stranger who sat near Candide, he said to him, "Faith, sir, they will no longer give credit to your majesty nor to me, and we may perhaps both of us be put in jail this very night." "What?" "Therefore I will take care of myself. Adieu." What? Excuse, what? Wait, hold on, what? Okay. The second being all gone, the sixth stranger with Candide and Martin remained in a profound silence. At length Candide broke it. "Gentlemen," said he, "this is a very good joke indeed, but why should you all be kings? For me I own that neither Martin nor I is a king." Cacambo's master then gravely answered in Italian, "I'm not all joking. My name is Ahmed III. I was Grand Sultan many years. I dethroned my brother, my nephew dethroned me, my vizier well beheaded, and I am condemned to end of my days in the old Seraglio. My nephew, the great Sultan Mahmud, permits me to travel sometimes for my health, and I am come to spend my carnival at Venice." Ooh, okay. A young man who sat next to Ahmed spoke at the forum. "My name is Ivan. I was once emperor of all the Russian, but was dethroned in my cradle. My parents were confined in prison and I was educated there. Yet I am sometimes allowed to travel in company with persons who act as guards, and I am come to spend the carnival in Venice." The third said, "I am Charles Edward, King of England. My father has resigned all his legal rights to me. I have fought in defense of them, and above 800 of my adherents have been hanged, drawn, and quartered. I have been confined in prison. I am going to Rome to pay a visit to the king. My father was dethroned as well as myself and my grandfather. I am come to spend the carnival at Venice." The fourth spoke just in his turn. "I am the king of Poland." Poland mentioned. Let's go. "The fortune of war will stripe me of my hereditary dominions. My father underwent the same viciousness. I resign myself to the province of the same manners as Sultan Ahmed, Emperor Ivan, King Charles Edward, whom God long preserve. I am come to the carnival at Venice." "Yeah, but what's your name?" Excuse me. Where is your fucking name? I wanted to flex my Polish pronunciation. Where is your name? Where is your fucking name? Come on. The fifth thing. I am king of Poland also. What? What? Okay. I have been twice dethroned, but Providence has given me another country, where I have done more good than all Samaritan kings were ever capable of doing in the banks of the Wisła. I resign myself likewise to the province, and I am come to pass the carnival at Venice." "Why are you not giving me the names? Give me the fucking names." Voltaire clearly had no Polish pronunciation flex. Yeah, but I can see that because, well, when we're gonna talk about Polish places, I'm gonna just say it with the Polish words. At least like that, I can flex. Okay. I was now the sixth monarch turn to speak. "Gentlemen," said he, I'm not as great of a prince as any of you. However, I am a king. I am Theodore, elected king of Corsica. Also, for him, we know the fucking name. Asshole. Okay, I had the title of Majesty, and now I'm scarcely treated as a gentleman. I have coined money, and now I am not worth a farthing. I had 2 secretaries of state, and now I have scarce a wallet. I have seen myself on a throne, and I have seen myself upon stone in a common jail in London. I'm afraid I shall meet with the same treatment here, though. Like your majesties, I am here to come to see the carnival of Venice. The other 5 kings listened to their speech with generous compassion. Each of them gave 20 scrims to King Theodore to buy him clothes and linen, and kindly made him a present of a diamond worth 2,000 sequins. Who can this private person be, said 5 kings to one to another, who is able to give, and really has given 100 times as much as any of us? Just as they rose from the table, it came forth Serene Highness, who had also been stripped of their territories by the fortune of war, and were come to spend the carnival at Venice. But Canning paid no regards to those newcomers. His sons were entirely employed on his voyage to Constantinople in search of his beloved Cunegonde. Wait. He was afraid that he's shown up by a Polish Vtuber 300 years in the future. Yes. No, he knew that because he's a time traveler. You know, easy. That's why. Let me just note the nose. Okay. Well, I read again. Da-da-da-da. Let me go back to the reading page. Okay? Let's see. Pa-pa-pa. Washing machine checked? I don't hear it, so I guess it stopped. I'm not ready. Well, sounds like a you problem. Now it's time to continue the voyage. Alright? So, Candide's voyage to Constantinople. The faithful Cacambo had already prevailed upon the Turkish skipper, who was to conduct the Sultan Ahmed to Constantinople, and receive Candide and Martin on his ship. They both embarked like having made their obeisance to his miserable highness. You see, said Candide to Martin on the way, with a super with 63 kings, and of those 6, there was no one whom I gave charity. Perhaps there are many other princes yet more unfortunate. For my part, I have only lost 100 sheep, and now I am flying into Cunegonde's arms. My dear Martin, yet once more Pangloss was right. All is for the best. Bye-bye, MG. Thank you so much for passing by. I wish it, answered Martin, but, said Candide, it was a very strange adventure we met at Venice. It has never before been seen or heard that 63 kings had supped together at public inn. It is not more extraordinary, said Martin, than most of the things that have happened to us. It is a very common thing for kings to be dethroned, and as for the honor we have had of supping in their company, it is a trifle not worth our attention. No sooner than Candide got on board the vessel than he flew on his old valet and friend Cacambo, and then to embrace him. Well, said he, what news of Cunegonde? Is she still a prodigy of beauty? Does she love me still? How is she? Has Dobbs brought her place at Constantinople? My dear master, answered Cacambo, Cunegonde washed dishes on the banks of the Propontis, in the service of a prince who was very few dishes to wash. She is a slave in the family of an ancient sovereign named Ragotsky? Let me double check the notes. Francois Leopold Ragnowski. Okay. That's it. They're just saying that. Okay, thank you for the name, I guess. Okay. Whom the Grand Trunks allowed 3 crowns a day in his exile. But his worst still is that she has lost her beauty and has become horribly ugly. Well, handsome or ugly, replied Candide. I am a man of honor, and it is my duty to love her still. But how can she be reduced to so abject a state with the 5 or 6 million that you took to her? Ah, said Cacambo, I was not to give 2 millions to Senor Don Fernando de Barra if we... we need to do it properly. I was not to give 2 millions to Senor Don Fernando de Barra y Figueras y Macaranzas y Lampuduzos y Sousa Governo Buenos Aires for permitting Miss Cunegonde to come away. And did not the Corsair bravely rob us all of the rest? Did not this Corsair carry us to Motapan, to Milio, to Nicaria, Samos, Petra, to the Danderness, to Manova, to Scutari, Cunegonde, and the old woman server, the prince I now mentioned to you, and I am safe to the dethroned sultan. What a series of shocking calamities, cried Candide. But after all, I have some diamonds left, and I may easily pay Cunegonde's ransom. Yet it's a pity that she grown so ugly. Then, turning towards Martin, who do you think, said he, is most to be pitied? The Sultan Ahmed, the Emperor Ivan, King Charles, and the King Charles Ervard, or I? Maybe the Polish kings that were not even mentioned by name. You're gonna ignore him here. You're gonna ignore... I see. We're ignoring the Polish kings. Okay? I see how is it. I call it a skill issue for not being able to write names, okay? Because I see it also in the combination. Even Alicia, it's literally a random spelling, okay? And I was like, okay, Alicia should be pretty easy to spell, right? Still, sometimes even in meetings, I see my name written wrongly and I'm like, can I make a spelling for you? There's a reason for which I say just call me Allah. Oh well. But I guess Voltaire cannot fucking check a book and take some Polish names. No. Alicia is salty. I pass my whole life with people writing my name wrong. My whole entire life. And when I give an option, an easier way to write it, a 3-letter option, people would rather write it wrong. And I'm like, it's alright. Yep. Jai, for fuck's sake. You know what? I have an idea. Wait. How do you do it? Oops. My finger slipped. I may have by mistake timed you out. Oops. My finger slipped. You should try Grzegorz Branciszkiewicz. Yep. Actually, we watched the film the other time, you know? Oops, I did it again. I timed you out. You're losing the game. The game you've lost. We all lost the game. Why the nose is so itchy? Okay. It's all good. All perfectly fine. Yep. Okay. Now. According to all laws of aviations, bees should not be able to fly, but Please don't fucking care and do it anyway. Okay. I'm no longer timed out. Nope. It was just 1 minute. Surprise. Okay. Ready? So. How should I know? Answered Martin. I must see into your hearts beyond able today. Said Candide. If Pangloss were here, he could tell. I know not, said Martin. In what sort of scales your Pangloss would weigh the misfortunes of mankind and send to just estimating their sorrows? All that I can presume to say is that there is millions of people upon earth who have had themselves more to complain of than King Charles Edward, Emperor Ivan, or the Sultan Ahmed. Is it just me or the name change? That may well be, said Candide. In a few days they reached the Bosporus, and Candide began by paying a very high ransom for Cacambo. Then, without losing time, he and his companions went on board a galley in order to search for the banks of the Promontories for his Cunegonde, however ugly she may have become. Among the crew there were 2 slaves who roved very badly, and to whose bare shoulders the Levantine's captain would now and then apply blows from a bull's pizzle. Candide, from a natural impulse, looked at these 2 slaves more attentively than at the other oarsmen, and approached them with pity. Their features, so greatly disfigured, had a slight resemblance of those of Pangloss and the unhappy Jesuit and Westphalian Baron, brother to Miss Cunegonde. This moved and saddened him. He looked at them still attentively. Indeed, said he to Cacambo, if I had not seen Master Pangloss hanged, and if I had not had the misfortune to kill the Baron, I should think that they were rowing. At the names of the Baron de Pangloss, the 2 galley slaves uttered a loud cry, held fast by the seat, and let draw their oars. The captain ran up to the rim of the bows with the bull's prize. Stop, sir, cried Candide. I'll give you what money you please. They're gonna pretend to be them, isn't it? What? It is Candide, said one of the slaves. What? It is Candide, said the other. Do I dream? Cried Candide. Am I awake? Or I am on board a gallery? Is this the Baron who I killed? Is this the Master Pangloss who I saw hanged? It is we, answered they. Why, is it the great philosopher, said Martin. Oh, Captain, said Candide. What ransom will you take for Monsieur de Thunder der Trock, and the first Baron of the Empire, and the Monsieur Pangloss, the profoundest metaphysician in Germany? Dog of a Christian, answered the Levantine captain. Since those 2 dogs of Christian slaves are barons and metaphysicians, which adopt not our high dignity in their countries, you should give me 50,000 sequins. That's why you should learn to shut up, and don't say the value first. You shall have them, sir. Carry me back once to Constantinople, and you shall receive the money directly. But no, give me first to Miss Cunegonde. Upon the first proposal made by Candide, however, the Leviathan captain has already tacked about, and made the crew ply their oars quicker than a bird calves the air. Candide embraced the Baron Pangloss 100 times. And now happen it, my dear Baron, that I did not kill you. And my dear Pangloss, how come you alive again after being hanged? And why are you both in Turkish gallery? And is it true that my dear sister is in the country? Said the Baron. Yes, answered Cacambo. Then I behold once more my dear Candide, cried Pangloss. Is it really there, or they are just trying to get out of that and trying to get the information from him? Candide presented Martin and Cacambo to them. They embraced each other, and all spoke at once. The gallery flew. They were already in the port. Instantly Candide sent for a Jew to whom he sold for 50,000 squins a diamond worth 100,000. Though the fellow swore to him by Abraham that he could give him no more. He immediately paid the ransom for Baron Pangloss, delighted to himself at the feet of his deliverer, and bathed them with his tears. The former thanked him with a nod, and promised to return him the money on the first opportunity. But is it indeed possible that my sister can be in Turkey? Said he. Nothing is more possible, said Cacambo, since she scores the dishes in the service of a Transylvanian prince. Candide sent directly for 2 Jews and sold them some more diamonds, and then they all sat together in another galley to deliver Cunegonde from slavery. Well, now it's time to know. Okay, I like this chapter name. What happened to Cunegonde, to Candide, Cunegonde, Pangloss, Martin, etc. Like, it gives the... cannot be bothered to write the full thing. Ask your pen once more, sent Candide to the Baron. Your partner reverend father for having run you through the body. Say no more about it, answered the Baron. I was a little too hasty, I own, but since you wish to know by what fatality I came to be a gallery slave, I will inform you. After I had been cured by the surgeon of the college of the wound you gave me, I was attacked and carried off by a party of Spanish troops, who confined me in prison at Buenos Aires at the very time my sister was setting out trance. What? So he was in Buenos Aires at the time. Okay. Wait. In that case, why nobody said that he was alive? Huh? Okay. Well, I asked leave to return to Rome to general of my order. I was appointed chaplain to the French ambassador of Constantinople. I had not been 8 days in the province when one evening I met with a young Islam, who was a very handsome fellow. The weather was warm, the young man wanted to bath, and I took this opportunity of bathing also. I didn't know that it was a capital crime for a Christian to be found naked with a young Mussulman. Ooh. Okay, I see where this is going. Was Oli buffing? Caddy ordered me 100 blows to the soles of the feet and condemned me to the galleys. I did not think there ever was a greater act of injustice. But I should be glad to know how my sister came to the schooling Transylvanian prince, who has taken shelter among the Turks. But you, my dear Pangloss, said Candide, how can it be that I behold you again? It is true, said Pangloss, that you saw me hanged. I should have been burned, but you may remember, it rained exceedingly hard when they were going to roast me. The storm was so violent that they despaired of lighting fire. So I was hanged because they could do no better. A surgeon purchased my body, carried me home, and dissected me. He began with making a crushing incision on me for the navel of the clavicula. One could not have been worse hanged than I was. The executioner of the Holy Inquisition was a subdeacon, and knew how to burn people marvelous well, but he was not accustomed to hanging. The cord was wet and did not sleep properly, and besides it was badly tied. In short, I still drew my breath, when the crucial incision made me give such a frightful scream that my surgeon fell flat upon his back, and imagined that he had been dissecting the devil, he ran away, dying with fear, and fell down the stairs in his fright. What the actual fuck? His wife, hearing the noise, flew from the next room. She saw me straight upon the table with my crucial incision. She was seized with the degree further than him, and that her husband fled and tumbed over him. When they came to the son of Aliton, I heard the wife saying to her husband, My dear, how could you take it into your head to descend a heretic? Do you not know that those people always have the devil in their bodies? I will go and fetch a priest this minute to exorcise him. At this proposal, I shouted and mustered up what little courage I had, still remaining, and cried out loud, Have mercy on me. At length the Portuguese barber plucked up his spirit. He sewed up my wounds. His wife even nursed me. I was upon my legs at the end of 15 days. The barber found me a place as lucky to a knight of Malta who was going to Venice. But finding my master had no money to pay me my wages, I entered a service of a Venetian merchant and went with him to the Constantinople. One day I took it to my hands to step into a mosque, where I saw an old imam and very pretty young devotee who was saying her paternosters. Her bosom was uncovered, and between her breasts she had a beautiful bouquet of tulips, roses, anemones, ranchulas, hyacinths, and auriculas. She dropped her bouquet, I picked it up, and pressed it to her with a profound reverence. I was so long in delivering it that the imam began to get angry, and seeing that I was a Christian, he called out for help. They carried me before the Cadi, who ordered me 100 lashes on the soles of the feet and sent me to the galleys. I was chained to the very same galley on the same bench as the young baron. On board this galley were found young men from Marseilles, 5 Napolitan priests, and 2 monks from Corfu, who told us similar adventures happened daily. The Baron maintained that he had suffered great injustice than I, and I insisted that I was far more innocent to take up a bouquet and place it against a woman's bosom than to be found stark naked with an ichologram. We were continually disputing, and received 20 lashes with a bull price when the concatenation of universal events brought you to our galley, and you were good enough to ransom us. I'm so sorry for stopping randomly, but holy, the truth is, I hate the itchy nose. Well, my dear Pangloss, said Candide to him, when you had been hanged, dissected, whipped, and even tagged at the oar, did you always think that everything happens for the best? I am still of my first opinion, answered Pangloss, for I am a philosopher, and I cannot retract, especially at Libis could never be wrong. And besides, the pre-established harmony of the finest thing in the world, and so is his plenum and materia subtilis. So it is actually them. What the actual fuck? The lore. The lore. Now, another chapter. Are you ready? How can it fall Cunegonde and the old woman again? Let's go! While Candide, the Baron, Pangloss, and Martin and Cacambo were relating their several adventures, were reasoning on the constituent nuncus in the event of the universe, disputing effects and causes on moral and physical evil, on liberty and necessity, and on the consolation a slave may feel even on a Turkish galley, they arrived at the house of the Transylvanian prince, on the banks of the Propontis. The first object which met their sight were Cunegonde and the old woman hanging towels out to dry. There she is, there she is. The Baron felt at the side, the tender, loving Candide, seeing his beautiful Cunegonde embrowned with bloody-shot eyes, withered neck, wrinkled cheeks, and rough red arms recalled 3 paces, seized with horror, and then advanced out of good manners. She embraced Candide and her brother, they embraced the old woman, and Candide ransomed the both. There was a small farm in the neighborhood, which the old woman proposed to Candide to make a shift with till the company would provide it for the better manner. Cunegonde did not know she had grown ugly, for nobody had told her of it, and she reminded Candide of his promise in so positive a tone that the good man did not refuse her. He therefore intimated to the Baron that he intended marrying his sister. I will not suffer, said the Baron, such meanness on her part, and such insolence on yours. I will never be reproached with this scandalous thing. My sister's children would never be able to enter the church in Germany. No, my sister shall only marry a baron of the empire. Bro, are you for real here? You were kissing his fucking feet before. Cunegonde flung herself at his feet and bathed them with her tears. So she was inflexible. He was inflexible. 2 foolish fellows, said Candide. I have delivered Theophane out of the galleys. I have paid their ransom, and their sister also. She was a scullion, and is very ugly. Yet I am so condescending as to marry her, and those who pretend to oppose the match, I should kill thee again. I should kill thee again, but I only control my anger. Thou mayest kill me again, said the Baron, but thou shalt not marry my sister, at least when I'm living. Bro, what the fuck? Like, literally you were a fucking slave. And he brought you out. He brought out your sister as well. Like, bro. What happened to the discussion about not having bad blood? Excuse me. What? Well. Are you ready for the conclusion? Don't double down, Candide, for fuck's sake. Yeah, for real. At the bottom of his heart, Candide had no wish to marry Cunegonde, but the extreme impertinence of the Baron determined him to conclude the match. You cannot marry my sister. I didn't really want to, but now that you tell me that I cannot, fuck you. But the extreme impertinence of the Baron determined him to conclude the match, and Cunegonde pressed him so strongly that he could not go from his words. He confronted Pangloss, Martin, and the faithful Cacambo. Pangloss drew up an excellent memorial, where he proved that the Baron had no right over his sister, and that according to all the laws of the empire, she might marry Candide with her left hand. Martin was for throwing the baron into the sea. Cacambo decided that it would be better to deliver him up again to the captain of the galley, after which they thought to send him back to General Father of the Order at Rome by the first ship. This advice was well received, and the old woman approved it. They said not a word to his sister. The thing was excused for a little money, and they had the double pleasure of entrapping a Jesuit and punishing the pride of a German baron. Love that. It is not to imagine that after so many disasters Candide married, and living with the philosopher Pangloss, the philosopher Martin, the prudent Cacambo, and the old woman, having besides brought so many diamonds from the country of the ancient Incas, must have led a very happy life. But he was so much imposed upon by the Jews that he had nothing left except his small farm. His wife became ugly every day, more peevish and unsupportable. The old woman was infirm and even more fretful than Cunegonde. Cacambo, who worked at the garden and took vegetables for sale to the Constantinople, was fatigued with hard work and cursed his destiny. Pangloss was in despair at not shining in some German university. For Martin, he was firmly persuaded that he would be as badly off elsewhere, and therefore bore things patiently. I fucking love the contrast. Candide, Martin, and Pangloss sometimes disputed about morals and metaphysics. They often saw passing under the window of their farm boats full of infidels, pashas, and caddies who were going into banishment to Lemos, Limitland, or Erzeroum. And they saw other coming to supply the place to excess and afterwards exiled in their turn. They saw heads decently impaled for presentation to the Sublime Porte. Such spectacles as this increased the number of their dissertations, and when they did not dispute it, time hung so heavily upon their heads that one day the old woman went to say to them, "I want to know which is worse, to be ravaged by 100 times by pirates, to have a buttock cut off, to ruin the gauntlet among the Bulgarians, to be whipped and hanged out of fair, to be dissected, to row the galleys, in short, to go through all the misery we have undergone, or to stay here and have nothing to do?" It is a great question, said Candide. This discourse gave rise to new reflections, and Martin especially concluded that man was born to live either in a state of distracting inquietude or a lethargy in disgust. Candide did not quite agree to that, but he affirmed nothing. Pangloss owned that he had always suffered horribly, but as he had once asserted that everything went wonderfully well, he asserted it still, though he no longer believed it. What helped to confirm Martin in this detestable principle, to strike a canoe more than ever, and to puzzle Pangloss, was that one day they saw Paquette and Friar Giroflée land at the farm in extreme misery. They had soon squandered their 3,000 piastres, parted, were reconciled, quarred again, were thrown into gaol, had escaped, and Friar Giroflée had the lane become Turk. Paquette continued her trade wherever she went, but made nothing out of it. "I foresaw," said Martin to Candide, "that your present would soon be dissipated, and only make them more miserable. You have rolled in millions of money, and you and Cacambo, yet you are not happier than Friar Giroflée and Paquette." "Ha!" said Pangloss to Paquette. "Providence has brought you amongst us again, my poor child. Do you know that you cost me the tip of my nose, an eye, an ear, and you may see what a word is this?" Because, remember, he got the STD from her. And now this new adventure set them philosophizing even more than ever. In the neighborhood there lived a very famous dervish who had esteemed and best philosopher in all Turkey, and they went to consult him. Pangloss was the speaker. "Master," said he, "we come to beg you to tell why so strange an animal as man was made." "With madmen stove," said the dervish. "Is it no business?" A literal arm and leg cough. Exactly. "But reverted father," said Candide, "there is horrible evil in this world." "What signifies it," said the dervish, "whenever there will be evil or good? When his highness sends a ship to Egypt, Does he trouble his head whenever the mice on board are at their ease or not? What then must we do? Said Pangloss. Hold your tongue, answered Dervish. I was in hopes, said Pangloss, that I should reason with you a little about causes and effects, about the best of possible worlds, the origin of evil, the nature of the soul, and the pre-established harmony. At these words, the Dervish shut the door in their faces. During this conversation, the news was spread that 2 viziers and the Mufti has been strangled in at Constantinople, and that several of their friends had been impaled. This catastrophe made a great noise for some hours. Pangloss, Candide, and Martin returned to their little farm, so a good old man tracking their fresh air at his door under an orange bower. Pangloss, who was as inquisitive as he was argumentative, asked the old man what was the name of the strangled Mufti. I do not know, answered the worthy man, and I have not known the name of any Mufti nor any vizier. I am entirely ignorant of the event you mention. I presume in general that they who meddle with the administration of the public affairs die sometimes miserably, and that they deserve it. But I never trouble my head about what is transiting at Constantinople. I content myself with standing there, for say, the fruits of the garden which I cultivate. Fair. Live under a rock. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. I approve that. Having said those words, he invited a stranger into his house. His 2 sons and 2 daughters presented them with several stores of sherbet, which they made themselves with the caymac enriched with the candied peel of citrons, with oranges, lemons, pineapples, pistachios, nuts, and mocha coffee unadulterated with the bad coffee of Batavia and the American islands. After which 2 daughters of the honest Mussulman perfumed the strangest birds. You must have a vast and magnificent estate, said Candide to the Turk. I only have 20 acres, replied the old man. I and my children cultivate them. Our neighbors preserve us from 3 great evils: weakness, vice, and want. Candide, on his way home, made profound reflection on the old man's conversation. This honest Turk, said he to Pangloss and Martin, seems to be in a situation far preferable to that of the 6 kings with whom we had the honour of supping. Grandiose, said Pangloss. It is extremely dangerous according to the testimony of philosophers, for, in short, Eagle, king of Moab, was assassinated by Ehud. Absalom was hung by his hair and pierced with 3 darts. King Nabat, the son of Jeroboam, was killed by Baasa, King Elah by Zimri, Ahaziah by Jehu. Can we talk about the fact that we have all those names? Okay, no, hold on. One moment, one second. You are telling me that I have all this bullshit, okay? All this bullshit here, okay? That is full of names. All this bullshit here, full of names, right? And then, not even one fucking Polish name. Are you for real? Is that a joke? Is that a motherfucking joke? Excuse me. I have the full genealogy of disgrace over here, but not one Polish name. Voltaire, for fuck's sake! What is this? That's skill issue. What the fuck? Voltaire laughing in his grave right now. Yes, for real. That motherfucker. You know what? I refuse to read that. No, I'm gonna just be like this. Okay, stay on this side. Okay, and he can. He should provide some crash. That could be as well. But he put French people in there, and I think that he had more grudge over there with the French government. So hey. Okay. Okay. I know also, said Candide, that we must cultivate our garden. That we must cultivate our garden. You are right, said Pangloss, for when Manfred first placed it in the Garden of Eden, it was put there at operatum. and that he might cultivate it, which shows that man was not born to be idle. Let us work, said Martin. Without disputing, it is the only way to render life tolerable. The whole little society enter into this laudable design according to their different abilities. The little plot of land produced plentiful of crops. Cunegonde was indeed very ugly, but she became an excellent pastry cook. Paquette worked at embroidery. The old woman looked after linen, and we were all, not excepting Friar Girofle, of some service on or other, for he made a good joiner, and he became a very honest man. Pangloss sometimes said to Candide, there is a concatenation of events in this best of possible worlds. For it, if you had not been kicked out of Magnificent Castle for love of Miss Cunegonde, you had not been put into the Inquisition, and you had not walked over America, you had not stabbed the Baron, and you had not lost all your sheep from the fine country of El Dorado, you would not be here eating preserved citrons and pistachio nuts. All that is well, answered Candide, but let's cultivate our garden. There we go. That's the end. The end. Martin's so fucking done with this shit. Yes, but he's also the most accepting of that. And I love how this thing, the last sentence, it sounds a little like, you know what, yes, all that is well, but can you just shut up? Let's go to cultivate. Oh my god, I love this. I love this. What do you think? Did you like the book? Did you like the book? I thought that we're gonna finish it today. And we also managed to have some random curiosity about Voltaire. Huh? Let's go! Okay. So. Dear gents, what have you learned? Cousins are not what? Yeah, no, absolutely. Totally. I agree. Yes. Yes. Yeah, no. I totally agree about it. Yeah. Cousins are not white material at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, totally. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, exactly. I needed to put the fucking alliance joke in here. Your word cousins, it doesn't work. Okay, perfect. Good to know. Huh? Daddy? Nah, uncle, sign me up. Alvin and Sue disagree. What a weird hallucination. Exactly. Real subtle. Yeah. I mean, cute girls are cute. Come on. It's work cousins. It's different. It's work cousins. And it's cutest. Ferocious. You meant ferocious. Yep. Very ferocious. Alrighty. Are you ready? So. Let's see. Should we say something? What did you think about Candide? You meant ferocious, right? Right? Honestly, I really like that. Because it has the same vibe as How Did I Start Up in the Second World War. If you saw the film with me, you know what I'm talking about. Your Honor, she's my cousin from another mother. Not just super duper cute. No, no, very ferocious. That's very funny. Many new insults to never use. Yes! Exactly. honestly. That was mega fun. Well, I actually initially thought about making a PowerPoint, okay, to do the analysis, but on the other side I'm like, do you want to talk about it, or do you want to say what was your favorite part about it? I think that is funnier. This is very good. Honestly, yes! I really like it. Ba-da-ba-ba-bam. Ba-da-ba. Did you ever read anything else from Voltaire? Just do squares in paint. Yeah, that's... You know that OBS actually doesn't let me do anything in paint. It just glitches. You know? It just glitches. Like, bro. Well. OBS, please. No, for real. OBS doesn't want to work with us, you know? In the meantime, let me tell you what we're gonna do again this week. Okay? So, first of all, tomorrow we have Chained Together, okay? And we're gonna be with Sarah, Arisu, and Rain, okay? I love the commentary mid reading the prose. I love Douglas Adams and Terry Pratchett, and they are all about the commentary. Honestly, like, I think that that's the fun thing about reading together. The fact that we can talk about it in the meantime. Okay? And after that, Thursday, yeah. The second tea day, okay? We're gonna have the Marvel Rivals, as you wanted, okay? In the morning. And after that, actually, we can see, maybe I can even start the Marvel Rivals a little bit earlier, because they move my shift from morning to afternoon. And because of that, we need to move Dizzy by either 1 or 2 hours, probably 2 hours, you know? No. And I want to finish Dizzy. Mark my words. Okay, we are finishing Dizzy this week. Okay. After that, on Friday, we're gonna have a member stream. Okay. That's gonna be Datsun and a tactical meeting for like future projects. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm working on, blah blah blah. We can plan a little bit about the milk talk as well. You know. Because like I was thinking that I could give you some, tell you some ideas that I was having, okay, and we can get some feedback about it, okay. I'm gonna do it also in a general one, so no worries. But I wanted to first test it with a smaller group of people, you know. Voltaire pays swallow when she notices there are no Polish names. Search Voltaire by Let me see. Okay. Yes. That fucking smug face. Okay, I'm ignoring the message. Ignoring the message. I mean, I cannot even look at the fan cord, so hey. Okay. Alright. Keep those secrets, I guess. And I was saying that on Friday, okay, we're gonna have the member stream and Azatsu, and I will be honest, I am very tempted to make a stream later afterwards to play Akiba Strip, you know. We're gonna see. I'm so fucking curious though. Mm. Okay. Keep your secrets. I'm gonna try not to investigate. Okay. And then on Sunday we continue with the Incredible Machine. And I still need to find out how to make the controller work, because I want to play some more Atari games. I'm just playing with the regular controller so far, and I'm pissed because I already brought this one, so I kind of want to use it. But I guess I will need to use an emulator for that in any case. Wouldn't it be crazy if a different person who totally wasn't a cow joined the server? I will tell you, Alaska. Absolutely, very crazy. But on the other side, I don't want to risk my contract for a server. Okay? That's the main thing. Like, I would be so pissed if I get in trouble for joining the server. Those games are older than me. These are cool games, okay? These are cool games. Huh? Why are you asking for the reference for the kikis if I send it to you? Let me send it again. Wait. One second. Like this. There you go. This is the kiki. Take the kiki. There you go. Kiki reference? Yeah, because I commissioned the art. Okay. Check your blue sky. I pwned you. I cannot. I cannot use blue sky. That's why I'm not active there, because like I also that I cannot use it. So hey, it's still it's just there getting dust. Okay, but yeah, I needed to send to my manager the reference of the kiki, because I'm getting the commissions for the commission for the sketch with sleeping with the kikis, with the mama of Momoka, the one that we were talking about, that one. I'm literally just twisting my hands in the explanation in real life right now. you know. The only thing is that the rules are that I'm suggesting a pose, and maybe it will be followed. Honestly, I'm very curious what will it be. I'm very, very curious. Now, the only thing... Okay. Now, I would say, let's see who is live. Okay. And I'm gonna see maybe... No, I'm gonna finish some projects first, and maybe tomorrow I manage to make an extra stream beforehand. No promises though. But I'm glad that you like the book reading. Honestly, it was a nice experiment. Now that we finished reading this one, okay, I'm gonna make a poll on the community post, okay, where you can decide if you still want to do another book reading, or if we should use the stream time for something that you are more interested in it. You know. Because I wanted to finish the book first, but I want to see also what the majority thinks, because democracy, you know? Let's see. Who is on? Para-pa-pa. Para-pa-pa-pa. Pa-pa-pa-pa. Para-pa-pa. We could go... Okay, do you prefer Reina's Datsu? Or we go to Poma's That's something. Don Quixote. Oh, we could read Don Quixote de la Mancha. I read it only in Spanish. Short reads and that can be broken up well. That would be a good idea as well. Yeah. The space. Yeah. Flip a coin. No, I want you to pick. I want you to pick. Okay. You know what? Okay. Reina. Yeah, no, you know what? I'm gonna just... Zatsu or horror game? There you go. You can decide. Thank you for the streaming lady. Oh, thank you for being here. I'm because you're reading CYOA. CYOA. What is... Wait. First of all, let me remove this one. There you go. Okay. And now let me see. Choose your own adventure. Oh! And then chat choose. Oh, that sounds fun. That's actually genius. No, okay. I really like the idea. That's actually a great idea. Yeah. Would you like to do that? Yeah. Okay. So let's do like that. Next time. But I'm gonna need to ask permissions for those ones. That's the thing. Okay. I'm gonna ask. Okay? Goosebumps is making a comeback, boys. You know that I actually never read Goosebumps? I watched some of the series, but that's it. So for me it will be everything completely different. Completely new. Okay. So I see that the majority wants the horror game. Okay. So I guess we're going to Puma. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Like this. So if someone fall asleep with a book, they are in for a nice awakening. It's for kids, but the fun factor would work. Let's go! Honestly, yeah. Okay, I like it. And now, I would say, in this case, I would say it's time to go away. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with Poma. Let me give you the raid message. Ba-da-ba-ba-bam. Come on, raid message, come on. Much people incoming. Perfect! Okay. Thank you for the stream. No, thank you for being here. Honestly, it was mega fun. So, see you tomorrow. And for now, Mutsu. Bye bye. Much love. Mwah.